It's time for Wisconsin race fans to gather round. Welcome to the Racing Roundup Show. Thanks for joining us for our 41st consecutive season. We are your destination for news and interviews from NASCAR, the Upper Midwest, and within the Wisconsin racing scene. The Racing Roundup Show is America's longest-running weekly motorsports show held in front of a live audience. You still have time to join the racing crowd for tonight's show. And now, here is the host of the Racing Roundup Show, Jim Trado.
Hey gang, how are you? Glad to see you here on a Tuesday night. Actually, we're not with you at Polly's. We're not with you at Utica Pub. We're not with you at LD's Barbecue. This is our final Benson Valley Bourbon Road Show, and we're welcoming the return of the Oak Creek Automotive Night to the cellar in Oak Creek, 812 West Oakwood Road. So great to see a bunch of race fans here already. Welcome. Come on down and join us. We've got some great race cars on the front lawn as well. We've got Jacob Majeski's racing cart that he's going to hopefully win 2 championships with Badger Kart Club. Ryan Gut and Route 66. Ryan Gutnick brought his late model down here. Grant Griesbach's point-leading Midwest Truck Series truck is on the front lawn, as well as Ryan Farrell's beautiful blue number 80 Super Late, sponsored by Adams Towing. They're here on the lawn. We're here hanging out on the patio. Yes, it's a patio setting. It's wonderful. The doors go down. The windows go down. It's a great setting to host any event. They're hosting us for the second time this year. Come on down and join the racing crowd. Again, we're at the cellar in Oak Creek on Oak Creek Automotive Night. Looking forward to seeing you here. We got some great giveaways after the program as well, including some really cool stuff. We got a piece of bodywork from Logan Julian's sprint car. He's won 3 times this year on the bumper-to-bumper IR Outlaw Sprint Series. Logan will be on the show tonight. We're previewing the huge weekend that's ultimately 4 championships all in one night at Plymouth this coming weekend. It's the Wisconsin Sprint Car Championships. Steve Sinclair's with us as well to tell us more about that as the president of the IRA. 2 of his divisions are going for championships, plus the MSA and the Wisconsin Wing List. So 3 of the IRA sanctioned divisions. I take that back. Plus the MSA 360s. So the National Sprint Car Hall of Famers with us tonight. We got Bobby Gutnick, of course, Ryan Gutnick. We got a whole host of drivers we want to talk to and talk with about their season thus far. All sponsored by Oak Creek Automotive. Come on down and join the racing crowd. We're having a bunch of fun. Hanging out on Tuesday night at the cellar in Oak Creek on Oak Creek Automotive Night. Come on down and join us. We'll be right back with our first couple of guests here on the show.
Thanks for tuning in to the Racing Roundup Show. Check out our website, racingroundupshow.com, and like our show on Facebook. Join us on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We're coming right back after these messages from our awesome show sponsors.
It's the granddaddy of short-track racing in the Midwest, the 56th running of the Oktoberfest Race Weekend, October 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th at La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway. Don't miss the intense competition as drivers throughout the nation converge at La Crosse Speedway for 4 days of great stock car racing. On Thursday, see 6 divisions compete, including super late models, sportsmen, and double features for the La Crosse late model. Friday, 3 divisions will grind it out, including the super late models in the popular Dick Trickle 99, a 99-lap race run in 3 33-lap segments. Then on Saturday, 3 divisions, including the ASA Midwest Tour late model. Then it's the Big 8 late models battling for their season championship. Sunday we'll see the vintage race cars, late models, plus the granddaddy of all Midwest racing events, the Oktoberfest 200. 200 grueling laps of strategy, maneuvers, and hard-charging racing. Witness challengers and champions from across the nation battle side by side in Wisconsin's oldest and most prestigious short-track racing event, saved with a multi-day wristband. It's the 56th annual Oktoberfest Race Weekend, October 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th at La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway. Visit OktoberfestRaceWeekend.com for details and advance tickets. Be there!
Angler's Bar and Grill and Campground is your destination for relaxation and fun. There's a full-service bar and restaurant with 54 campsites with full hookups, all less than a mile from the beautiful Wolf River. It's where the locals go in Fremont, Wisconsin. It's also home to the Midwest Mower Racing Club. All roads lead to Angler's Bar and Grill and Campground in Fremont, Wisconsin. Visit their Facebook page for live entertainment and lawnmower racing schedules. Anglers Bar and Grill and Campground.
For your next purge or project, go with the pros. Source Services. Champion driver of Wisconsin Short Track Hall of Famer Dan Source founded Source Services in 1988 with 1 truck, 1 employee, and a tireless work ethic. Through the dedicated work of Dan and his employees, Source Services LLC is southeast from Wisconsin's leading waste container rental company. Dropped and picked up by professionals, you can rent a dumpster for up to 60 days. Source Services sorts and recycles to reduce the amount of waste going into landfills. Go with the pros at sourceservices.com.
Jiffy Lube has locations across Wisconsin to serve you. Visit jiffylube.com to locate your store and to find the latest coupons and promotional offers. You're greeted by a friendly and knowledgeable staff. Grab a water or coffee and know you and your vehicle are in good hands. Windshield wipers, new tires, and alignments are a few of the many services offered. Jiffy Lube proudly features Pennzoil. There's a whole lot more than no appointment drive-up oil changes at Jiffy Lube. Welcome to personalized car care. Wisconsin race fans, find your store at jiffylube.com.
The Racing House. From Slinger Speedway to the Nürburgring in Germany, we have professional, state-of-the-art racing simulators that allow you to authentically experience any racetrack in the world in your race car of choice. Our mission here is simple: to bridge the gap between motorsport and accessibility. Book your session online. Visit www.theracinghouse.com. We are open to everybody, whether it's you, friends, family, or colleagues. Come in and race against each other. Welcome to the home of sim racing in Wisconsin, The Racing House.
Bobby Gutnick and the technicians at Oak Creek Automotive on South 27th Street in Drexel are experts in automotive repair. For 35 years and counting, the NAPA-certified Car Care Center at Oak Creek Automotive handles emission testing, tires, and complete auto, truck, and SUV repair. From oil changes to transmission replacement. 414-761-3250 to schedule your free inspection appointment. For all your vehicle repair needs, head to South 27th in Drexel to the experts at Oak Creek Automotive. Like our show on Facebook and share our content with other race fans. We hope to see you at one of our upcoming shows too. Join racers, other race fans, and win prizes. Now let's get back to more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Welcome back to our program. It's a Benson Valley Bourbon Road Show at the Cellar in Oak Creek, 812 West Oakwood Road in Oak Creek. A great place to hang out any time of the day or night. It's a wonderful place, great food, great bar inside. It's over 150 years of history. And outside, we're sitting on the beautiful patio. The doors go up and down if it's a little chilly. They have a tent outside to host your event for up to like 200 people. We're hanging out here on the patio at the Cellar with our friends from Oak Creek Automotive. Let's welcome into the show these guys, Bobby Gutnick, Ryan Gutnick, and Wayne Majeski, little boy, Jacob Majeski, Mini Mojo. How you guys doing?
Good. Thanks for having us.
Glad to have you here with us on the program. Welcome to the Racing Roundup Show. We're hanging out with the Oak Creek Automotive fans and friends at the Cellar in Oak Creek. It's great to have you here on our show as well. Race drivers and race sponsors is important to the program. And Bobby Gutnick, you've been involved at Oak Creek Automotive for a long time. When it comes to racing, it's got to be fun knowing you're with a bunch of racers again tonight. And any chance you get to go to the racetrack, you got people you help support all year.
Yeah, sure, it's a great time. And then Pat Heaney just had his reunion for Hales Corners, so we got to see a lot of people there. So I see him again today, so that's a good deal here.
So you get a chance to make your rounds. Mm-hmm. What racetracks have you been to lately helping out or watching?
Well, Slinger with Ryan, but then I helped Johnny Sauter here and there. We were just at the Dells and on Saturday, like 2 weeks ago, came back to Slinger on Sunday to help Ryan. And this last week we had like 3 tracks to go. We could have went anywhere, Elko, Jefferson, or Beaver Dam, and it all looked like it was going to rain, so I just skipped home, stayed home with Sandy instead.
Probably did a few extra hours at the shop, too.
Yeah,
Oak Creek
exactly,
Automotive, not too far from here.
Right.
South 27th in Drexel, Oak Creek Automotive around for over 35 years. For those who don't know, tell us about what services you guys provide for everybody in the area.
Well, we've been there 37, almost 38 years now, and pretty much do a lot of everything, just from oil changes to, like I said, transmission, trannies, our engines, and we still do the emissions. That's 8 to 5 Monday through Thursday. So we got girls taking care of all that, and we got a good group of guys here. We got pretty solid. Actually, got one female mechanic that does a really good job too, Amy, and her son is a big guy. Helps a lot of people out, like Ricky Rux and
cool.
Paulie Schaefer and that. So it's cool to have her and her son always around. But no, we're doing good at the shop. I'm thinking about trying to go 3 more years. I'll be 70 and be in business for 40 years. So I think this will be time to call it quits then.
40. Okay. That's a good number. It's a round number.
Yep.
It could change, though.
Never know.
You never know.
Mm-hmm.
I know you got a lot of things planned for the fall as well.
Right.
Ryan Gutnick joins us now. And Ryan, it's just been, a week and a half removed from a Slinger Super Speedway run. How did your seasons go? Because I know there's more than one race car you raced this year.
Yeah, we ran the late model or the limited late, whatever you want to call it there, and then the super late model too. it's probably our worst season yet. We struggled. Beginning of the year, we got in a bad wreck, ended up having to put a front stub in the car. We did it ourselves, thought we had it good. We actually won the next race with it. And then the rest of the year, it would be tight. We'd make an adjustment. It'd be wicked loose and just back and forth. Like, we just couldn't get a handle on it. The Super Late, we made a lot of improvements on it. We only ran 4 times with it, but from the first race to the 4th race, we were pretty happy with the improvements that we made.
So for those who may not be aware, Slinger Super Speedway does not run late models and super late models every Sunday night. There was some scheduling, whether it was one or the other, or was there ever time they ran both?
Yeah, Memorial Day weekend, that was the weekend that we won with the late model, and I ran the 100-lapper with the super. So it's fine for me, but for my crew, it's a lot of work to try and keep up with 2 cars and all the stuff that you have to do during the race and practice and everything. So we decided that Labor Day weekend, when they only ran they ran both, we ran 1 car that weekend. So.
Okay.
But yeah, we ran the Super that weekend. It's hard to sit there and watch the late model race knowing that you have one sitting at home, and that's normally what you do. But I was happy that we ended up doing the Super, and like I said, our season was so kind of up and down anyways with the late model, so it was all right to just concentrate on the Super.
Thanks for bringing your race car here tonight to the cellar where we're hanging out with the Oak Creek Automotive fans and friends. And I'm wondering if that car is ready to go for next year already. You're going to take it down to nothing.
It's going down to nothing. We got to figure out what's wrong with it. So probably end up back on a frame jig. Like I said, we fixed it ourselves just in our shop on jack stands. And I think that we got something tweaked on it that we missed. And so we end up going back on a jig and go through the whole thing and make sure everything's good on it and start over.
Any more races yet to go to watch or to attend?
Nope.
Or to race?
My wife is 8 months pregnant, and she's due the weekend after Oktoberfest. So we're going to stay home and just hope that we can make it to the October 15th. But I don't want to take the chance of being in lacrosse and then something happening. So.
Right, and Big Brother Weston, I'm sure, is pretty fired up to.
Oh yeah, he's excited.
Oh yeah, that's kind of neat. That really is neat. Hey, the season continues for Jacob Majeski. He joins us. Jacob, you've been sponsored by Oak Creek Automotive forever, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of cool that you're still racing karts at a very high level, but here close to home, you got some championships to race for. What's left on the docket? Where are you sitting in points?
Yeah, we locked the championship up for the 206 junior at Badger, but we just have one more class to go. We have the K100 junior, about 66 points ahead of Brandon Siraki. It's gonna be down to the wire. One more race.
And those are both at Millwright Raceway in Dallaston with the Badger Kart Club? Okay. That's kind of exciting.
Yeah.
One more race to go.
It's just been hard. We've been both fighting back and forth, pass after lap, corner, both too wide into a corner, everything.
And you guys kind of have been racing for a while as teammates, right, under the Franklin Motorsports umbrella?
Yeah, we've been racing for about 5-6 years now. So we've been friends and all that, but now we're enemies on the track. We're just trying to fight.
It's got to be that way, right?
Yeah.
How did your regional and national touring go this year?
So we did not do nationals because it was too much, and I just moved up to a bigger size kart. Regionals, we were racing all route, but the first route race was hard for us, difficult, first time in the kart. And then second, got used to it, and then after that, Norway was my really kick up. So we did good on Norway, and we just kept pushing it from there.
And when is your next race and where?
2 weeks, well, not this weekend, but next weekend. We're at Badger for the last race, and then we're done for the season.
All right, where can we find you on socials?
Little Mojo Motorsports on Facebook and Instagram, Jacob Majeski Racing.
So I got it wrong. It's not Mini Mojo, it's Little Mojo. I apologize to you and Grandpa and your dad, Wayne. Sorry, got it wrong. Little Mojo Racing. Ryan, when it comes to what's going on with you guys, where can we keep track of you in the off-season?
Usually on Facebook. Slinger Speedway does a really good job of keeping up with their Facebook, and we always kind of tag it or whatever, trying to promote both sides of it. My wife usually takes care of all that end, so I'm in the shop. She's back at home taking care of the internet stuff. But it's either Ryan Goodnick Racing or you can just look up me. We put stuff on both. So. And being equal time servers here, Bobby Goodnick at Oak Creek Automotive. What's the phone number people need to call and make an appointment to see you? 414-761-3250. And you're open a lot, Monday through Friday.
Yep. We change all our hours now. We're just every day it's 7 to 6.
Okay.
I brought the night shift down and just cut the hours back a little bit.
All right. But they're always busy, and they always can take care of you no matter the need. How about a big hand for Bobby Goodnick, Ryan Goodnick, and Jacob Majeski for joining us here on the Racing Roundup Show. Thanks, guys, for being here.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more of this edition of the Racing Roundup Show. And that was our TV portion. I want to keep talking because there's a lot to talk about. Ryan, when it comes to racing two different race cars, how difficult is it, not just on a given night, but just getting the mindset of, okay, I'm racing the Super this week, or I'm racing the late model next week, or, hey, I just learned something, but I'm not going to race the late model for 2 weeks. Now what do we do?
Yeah, I was surprised how different they are. I mean, there's more horsepower, there's more tire, there's more shock, stuff like that. But like I was talking with Dean one night about it. We were on a rain delay, so he came up, whatever. We were just kind of shooting the breeze.
Our own Dean Strum, you mean? The man on the golf cart with the microphone?
Yep. And he was asking me how much different it is, and I'm like, the Super actually puts you in the seat. Like, it throws you back. You launch off the corner. Entering the corner is the biggest thing to remember which car I'm in, because the Super, you got to come in higher, arc it around, and it actually turns. The late model with the 8-inch treaded tire, you got to work the thing to turn it, and sometimes, like qualifying, you got, okay, I'm in this car today, or when we ran both cars, that was the thing to try and remember, okay, I got to enter this way in this car, and I talked to Jesse Berghagen, too. He ran double the one night and did the same thing, screwed up qualifying because forgot which car he was in and blew a corner. So it's, the guys like Casey Johnson and Gady and them guys that can do it, that jump from car to car, and it's like, okay, they've been doing this a while. And they
like 12 more years than you have, by the way.
So, but, it was the same concept when we ran the late model and the Sportsman. They were completely different. One was heavy, the roll center was real high and everything. So it's just something to get used to. So.
And I imagine that's going to change as well in the offseason. You're going to probably measure things and say, what can we do that will make this difference? Or are there things I can learn from one to the other? And I'm sure your phone doesn't stop working trying to figure that out, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I got to thank Steve, my crew chief. He's always looking at stuff. He's always watching videos. He's always researching. So when we were struggling, it was every week we were trying something new, trying to chase the issue that we never found. But, definitely both cars will be getting stripped down and going through them both. And, the Limited for sure, the one that we brought here, that one's going down with bare chassis. The other one, we'll see how far we go. I mean, we're going to probably pull the rear ends, pull the front suspension off, just go through everything. So.
Who else helps you on your race car when it comes to crew and sponsors, Ryan?
I got to thank my dad. We keep the car down at his shop. He takes care of that end of it. He does all my tires. He's my spotter. Got to thank my wife. She puts up with all the time that we're gone, and it's definitely harder now with a 4-year-old and baby on the way. So I got to thank her and Weston. And I got to thank Bob, Skeeter, Mike, all the guys that come and help me at the track. Glenn. So sponsors, I wouldn't be doing this without Bob and Oak Creek Automotive, definitely. Cellar Pub came on board a couple years ago. That's been great. IBEW 494, they've been with us for a few years. So that's a good relationship we have with them guys. And Barker's Reconditioning, Obermeyer's 41. So we got a good group that's always been with us for a couple years now. So it's kind of nice. I always know what I got.
And I'd ask Bobby Gudnek for his driver list he sponsors, but I just see lower rocker panels on cars I get to call across the country, and also a bunch of racers that are here tonight helping out. It's great to know you've got a lot of people you help. Do you ever say no, Bob, to somebody that says, "Hey, can I have you help me out here"?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. It depends where they're located at. If there's 4 hours away, I'm not going to get much at the shop for it. But
right.
But I also pick the guys that run up front and get the view of the car. So
big time.
Yeah, definitely helps.
Yeah, Penn Sauter especially, one of the big pickups this year, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've been sponsored for 2-3 years now. So
okay.
He's been doing good. And now he's got a cousin, AJ Sauter, running a Bandolero up at Tomahawk, so we help him out up there too.
Good
to
know.
Now we have 3 Sauters.
Good to know. Johnny being one of them.
Yep.
His son Penn, and now the nephew / cousin AJ. That's cool.
Yep.
Who's AJ's boy or girl?
Jim's.
Jim Sauter Jr., okay.
Jim and Katie. Yep.
All right, that sounds awesome. Mm-hmm. Jacob, who do you have helping you this year?
I'd like to thank Cellar Pub and Prime, Brian Julian, Franklin Cart, Jack Helmet Design, Simpson Race Products, Oak Creek Automotive, Jimmy Latman, Franklin Dental, Millwright, Kevin Uppall, IMC Logistics, and Paul Parker Powers Equipment.
And who helps you on your go-kart?
Me, my dad, and my mom.
Grandpa still come around every now and then?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah? That's kind of cool. Great family traditions here in racing, all sponsored by Oak Creek Automotive. We encourage you to support Oak Creek Automotive. We'll be talking more about them tonight. We do want to thank Bobby Goodneck for having us here as Oak Creek Automotive Night host. How about a big hand for Bobby, Ryan, and Little Mojo. Guys, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. We got a lot more to come here on the Oak Creek Automotive Night at the Cellar in Oak Creek. It's a Benson Valley Bourbon Roadshow night. Come hungry. Great food. They make their own pizza dough. It's amazing. They have really good food here. So come hungry and join the racing crowd. Great giveaways after the show as well. We'll be right back.
Join the racing crowd every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central all season long. Share what you love about short track racing on our Facebook page and on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We'll be right back with more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Johnson & Sons Paving is an asphalt and concrete paving contractor serving southern Wisconsin and proudly sponsors our weekly Bill Holland in the Groove segment. Trust a team of experts offering a full range of asphalt and concrete construction services for customers from Dane County to Fond du Lac and from Sheboygan to Kenosha County. Johnson & Sons Paving is proud to meet or beat their clients' timeline while exceeding expectations. Homeowners and business owners alike depend on the racers at Johnson & Sons Paving to stay on budget and to get in and out quickly while keeping their property safe and accessible at all times. For all of your asphalt and concrete needs, get started by going online to johnsonsonspaving.com.
Adams Towing offers expert heavy-duty towing services for the entire state of Wisconsin from their Plover headquarters. Since 1961, 3 generations of heavy-duty towing specialists and racing supporters have provided towing, flatbed, and reload service, plus winching and upright, long boom service, truck starting, and cleanup. Adams Towing proudly sponsors Ryan Farrell's Super Late Model team. Put Adams Towing and their experienced team and their fleet of heavy-duty tow trucks and rollbacks to work for you. Call Adams Towing today at 715-344-3836.
Get your whole family involved in affordable, competitive kart racing at Millwright Raceway in Dousman, Wisconsin, home of the Badger Kart Club. Walk the pit area, talk to racers, and check out the action from the grandstands. There's a play area for the kids and great food at the concession stand. Spectator admission is free. Badger Kart Club Points Racers and National Touring Series race on the challenging paved road course most Sundays from April through September. Badger Kart Club is well established and well respected. There's 15 classes and over 100 drivers racing every week. From ages 5 to 75, kart racing offers competition for generations of racers of all ages. Bring the kids and check out kart racing for yourself at one of America's finest kart tracks. This is where Alan Kowicki, Danica Patrick, Sam Mayer, and Josh Palicki got their start. Millwright Raceway is just south of I-94 in Dousman, 35 miles west of Milwaukee, and 45 miles east of Madison. For all the latest information, directions, and race schedule, visit BadgerKartClub.com.
427-1000 American Foundation. Cracks and leaks in your basement, have no fears. We've been fixing those things for over 60 years. Trust and dedication, that's American Foundation.
Call American right now for huge savings.
427-1000 American Foundation.
When we decided to get our crack leaky basement done, I am so glad we called American Foundation. It gave us a sense of confidence, and it gave us our basement back.
And it was the right choice.
Thank you very much. American Foundation Specialist has been fixing basements since 1947. Satisfied customers are the future at American. Call American for huge savings at
427-1000 American Foundation.
Precise Auto and Truck Accessories is your one-stop shop when it comes to adding style and functionality to your vehicles. Owner and late model racer Mike Grunberg has 15 years of experience installing window tinting, cat skin leather, seat heaters, and seat coolers. There's a million accessories available. Ladder racks, trailer hitches, detailing, remote starters, and more. Precise Auto and Truck Accessories in Wisconsin Dells is a WeatherTech Diamond dealer. Bring your vehicle to the trusted guy, Mike Grunberg at Precise Auto and Truck Accessories.
The Racing Roundup Show is dedicated to showcasing grassroots racers and national stars of our sport. If you're a fan of NASCAR, four-wheel, two-wheel, road racing, drag racing, or the short track scene, you are in the right place. Welcome back to the Racing Roundup Show.
Glad to have you with us on a Tuesday night. It's September 23rd already. Only one more show in our 41st season. Next week we're at Polly's Pub and Eatery. Right now we're hanging out with our bunch of buddies and friends in the Oak Creek Automotive Night at the Cellar in Oak Creek. Bill and Shirley do a great job here. Their entire staff is here to serve you Great food, great time, and you want to check them out. A great food, great dining experience as well. So if you're going to come with some friends, like I did a couple weeks ago, with some friends hanging out, they're from out of town, this is the place to bring them. Oak Creek has it going on. Oak Creek Automotive has their car repair business and the cellar in Oak Creek. The address is 812 West Oakwood Road. We're hanging out with you on a Benson Valley Bourbon Road show. This portion of our show is brought to you by Midwest Truck Series. They're supported by Wegner Automotive and Picaro Motorsports. Congrats to Anglers Bar and Grill and Campground sponsor Grant Griesbach for winning the overall two-day championship at Jefferson Speedway. Grant holds just a 4-point lead with 2 races remaining. Next up for the Truckers is Saturday, October 4th during Oktoberfest at La Crosse Fairground Speedway. For all the latest news and series info, stay tuned to our show or visit MidwestTruckSeries.com. Hey, race fans, it's all come down to this. This Saturday night, September 27th, it's the Wisconsin Sprint Car Championships at the Plymouth Dirt Track. All 4 Wisconsin Sprint Series are together for this annual curtain closure. Race winners and season champions will be crowned in the bumper-to-bumper IRA Outlaw Sprint Series, Autometer Wisconsin Wingless Sprints, IRA Lightning Sprints, and MSA 360s. The final checkered flag of the sprint car season is in full form this Saturday. It's the last race of the month. It's a big one. All 4 series racing for their championship night. It's the Wisconsin Sprint Car Championships headlined by the IRA Outlaw Sprints this Saturday, September 27th at the Plymouth Dirt Track. Leading off our coverage of short track racing is the guy that should be doing it every week. When he can make it, we're glad to have him. When he can't make it, I kind of fumble through it. Dean Strom, welcome back to the show.
Thanks, Jim. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
It's time for the penultimate version.
Ooh, you got to say it first.
Of the Bonafide Security Solutions Short Track Report. It's one of my favorite
He
words.
loves that word.
It's one of my favorite
I try
words.
to steal it on occasion.
Penultimate.
Yeah. That means second to last.
For cameras
Don't
and
look it up.
alarm systems for your home or business, program card access, custom-made security doors, on-call locksmith work, and more, it's a lock. Support the racers at Team Bonafide by calling 262-790-9400 or go online to bonafidesafe.com. They protect what you value. Ty Fredrickson dominated the Thunderstruck 93 ASA Midwest Tour race on Saturday night at Elko Speedway in Elko, Newmarket, Minnesota. I was on the call, and it was a really it was a cool scene. It was an emotional win for the 16-year-old at his home track. Picks up his first and second career ASA Midwest Tour victories all within the last month. He is on an absolute roll. Jacob Gady finished second. Casey Johnson used his third place finish to close to within 3 points of championship point leader Gabe Summers with 1 race to go. That, of course, is Oktoberfest here in about a week and a half. Gady pulled double duty on Saturday night, and he was also he was racing the late models in the undercard. And he was part of an amazing finish in that late model race at Elko as he crossed the finish line as the race winner, crashed as he was crossing the finish line as the race winner. The race winner, and it was for NASCAR National Championship points.
Yeah.
And it was a twin late model feature, but only the first feature counted. He ran side by side for the final 11 laps. And crashed coming to the finish line, but he was declared the winner. And then unofficially, by the points he earned at Elko, at La Crosse Fairground Speedway and Dells Raceway Park over the year, he is now a 2-time NASCAR Advanced Auto Parts National Champion. His first title came in 2019.
That's awesome.
It is quite impressive. We were keeping an eye on what Chase Johnson was doing at Dominion Raceway in Virginia. Chase was up to third and late in the race, and then he had some tough. We were watching it on the monitor, on scoring monitor,
Yeah.
on race monitor. So we don't know what exactly happened to him, but he got 30 laps behind, and so he did not score enough points in their finale. So Jacob Gady, when he went out for that last feature, he knew that he was going to be a national champion.
And he ends up wadding it up to win.
And he wads it up
All right.
to win.
Okay.
And he was not happy. He was ticked off.
Yeah.
But that's just how competitive he is. But what a great season by Jacob Gady, and congratulations to him. For the first time in series history, the Midwest Truck Series ran 2 straight nights. Same track last weekend. That track, Jefferson Speedway, multi-division Wisconsin State Championships. Oak Creek Automotive sponsored Grant Griesbach, to my right, finished 3rd and 4th in the feature races and was crowned the overall Midwest Truck Series state champion. Race wins went to repeat winners Nick Van on Friday and Eugene Gregorich III on Saturday night. Kyle Qualla finished 1st, 2nd, and 5th in the 3 sportsman features to be crowned Wisconsin state champ. Jason Erickson was the overall late model champ. Congrats to recent show guest Clayton Story on his victory in feature number 2. Avery Linerud was the overall champion in the hobby stocks. And next up, as you said, Jim, for the Midwest Truck Series, Oktoberfest race weekend, Saturday night, October the 4th. Going to be a good time. You'll definitely want to be there for that or watch on Track TV. Rain cut the program short last Saturday night at the Plymouth Dirt Track. The Jimmy Wildman Watson Classic Dirt Kings late model race was canceled, and then after a search for a rain date was dismissed, it was announced that it will not be rescheduled. Refunds are being offered. Congrats to Mike Mullen, who was crowned the 2025 Wabam Dirt Kings Tour champion. Bumper-to-bumper IRA Outlaw Sprints action. Austin McCarroll led at the white flag, but as he entered turn 3 of the final lap, his right rear tire exploded. That left Knoxville Nationals champ Ryan Timms and Scotty Thiel to battle it out for the $12,000 victory. Timms prevailed, Thiel settled for second, and McCarroll limped home in third. Danny Schlafer of Schlafer's Auto Body in Atlanta finished 20th, and now trails Scotty Neitzel by just 11 points. They run 6th and 7th, respectively, in the series standings. IRA Outlaw Sprint Saturday night, Plymouth Dirt Track, the Wisconsin Sprint Car Championship. Blake Nimme has a 102-point lead, but it's only a single point between second place Jake Blackhurst.
It's actually 12 points between second, third, and fourth.
Oh.
Goldsberry and Blackhurst are ahead of Logan Julian, who we're going to have on the show tonight.
Excellent. Yeah. More on the show from Steve Sinclair, president of IRA Sprints, ahead of the Wisconsin Sprint Car Championship at the Plymouth Dirt Track this Saturday night, September 27th. Again, 4 Wisconsin-based Sprint Car Series. I will be there. You should be there as well. I'm going to be there in the stands.
As you should be.
Having they have those cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
It's inside of a grilled cheese.
Yeah.
And they put a piece of meat in there.
All I've heard about is the double brat at Plymouth.
Well, they have
By the
those
way,
too.
I've had my share. I've had my share. Yeah.
Dazen Pursley became just the 4th driver to win all 3 USAC races of the 4 Crown Nationals at Eldora Speedway in Ohio. He won the Sprint Car, Midget, and Silver Crown features in the same night. He joins Jack Hewitt, Kyle Larson, and Logan Seavey as drivers who have accomplished that feat. I'd say that's pretty good company. The 4th crown Saturday night was claimed by high limit wing sprint racer Rico Abreu. Pursley also won the wing sprint car race at Eldora, but that was on Friday night. Following races, including the Midwest Dash Series, 602 Outlaw Late Models, and the championship race for the Alive for 5 Super Late Models is Saturday afternoon, October the 8th at Dells Raceway Park.
18th.
I'm sorry, I said 8th. It
Yep.
says 18th
I
right
saw
here.
your notes there. It's 18th. Yeah.
Midwest Truck Series Live for 5 Super Late Models. DellsRacewayPark.com to save on advance sale tickets and for further details. And that's all I have for you, James.
Are you sure, Dean?
That is.
Hey, stick around, would you?
Okay.
We got some television to do here. Here we go.
Hang on one sec.
All right, we got all night, Dean. How's your hair? All right, looking good. Let's welcome into the program our next guest here on the show. Welcome back to the Racing Roundup Show. Only one season can be like this one, and it's still going for the driver who leads the Midwest Truck Series points. He just won his 4th championship of record. Let's welcome in the driver, that number 60 Lynch Racing truck, Grant Griesbach, and his dad, Jeremy. Guys, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Busy season, and I want to get right to it. This has been quite a special season, Grant. You're leading the points again by just 4 in the Midwest Truck Series with Scott Lynch and the Lynch Racing Team, sponsored by Oak Creek Automotive. But you've also had other championships you won, and it was pretty much a big accomplishment in Super Late Model Racing. Slinger Super Speedway Super Late Model Championship, Wisconsin International Raceway Super Late Model Weekly Championship, and the Red White Blue State Championship. There's a whole lot to celebrate here. How do you handle it? How are you managing and handling all this success?
It's been weird. That last month of the year, I definitely was getting burnt out, and it's taken a while to set in all these accomplishments this year, and it seems like they just keep coming. It's stuff that I never even thought of accomplishing over the course of my race career, yet alone all in 1 year. So it's still coming together for me, and maybe after the Halloween when it's over, I'll have a lot of time to reflect and think on it. But it's just taken a lot of people to get to where I am today, not only this year, but just over the course of my race career. I've said all this fall with all these championships that it's just not what we've done this year, but it's just it's an accumulation of my whole race career through 4-cylinders, go-karts, limited late models, and it's finally all came together. I feel like the last couple of years we put our time in on some bad luck, so it was about time the good luck found us, and it found us all in 1 year. So it's just been super special at all these racetracks to accomplish these things.
I have referred to this, Jim, as the summer of Grant.
Yeah.
And it's not like you have not had success in the past. You have had success in the past, but nothing to this degree. What is the difference between seasons past and this season? What made the difference to get you over the hump?
I just think it's everyone kind of put their heads together, and we had big goals going into the year. If you win one championship in a year, it's considered a great season. So we put our heads down, and the first couple months just kind of saw where it got us. We were leading the points, a lot of them throughout the year. So the first couple months we just tried to go for wins and good finishes, and tried to keep our equipment together and avoid DNFs, as that's a big part of winning championships. You can't have the bad nights. So there's been a lot of nights to kind of look back on at Slinger when we had to borrow Brad Keith's car and with Travis Dassau's motor in it. I look at that night for our Slinger championship and how tough that night was, and to qualify 7th and finish 8th in a feature with a car I've never drove before qualifying. So and we've had our nights at WR where we got involved in wrecks, and you got to scrape together a finish. So it's just been a lot of work by the team all year, not only in the shop but at the racetrack.
And through all of it has been your dad. Your dad put you in a car at age 9 or 10 at Slinger. You mentioned go-karts. Jeremy, the satisfaction has to be there. I saw your social post saying, yep, 4th championship. Super proud, no question. But how much satisfaction is there knowing what you've both been through to get to this point?
Oh, it's pretty cool. I said to my wife after the red, white, and blue, I said he's an 18-year overnight success. I never had a doubt. So, as Grant said, we're very blessed. It has to do with I don't think anybody in the state, probably even in the country, has a better surrounding cast and people helping him in the cars and the truck and everything else. Just very fortunate to have the relationships we have.
You did hear right when Jim said this kid was in a race car at 9 years of age. What goes through your mind when you're putting your son into a race car, a 4-cylinder car, but nonetheless on the high banks at Slinger Super Speedway at 9 years of age?
There's lots of stupid stuff that goes through my mind. The problem is you see that Merlin go-kart out there, and he was 8, 9 years old, and about 35 pounds overweight already for his class, and he had 2 years left in that class, and we just couldn't be competitive anymore because he wouldn't quit growing. So, yeah. And then he quit growing for a few years, and now he started again the last year or two.
The wrong way.
Yeah. That's a whole other story. But, so we obviously, racing was something I always loved growing up, and we moved to Hartford, I think in 1990, my junior year of high school, and I was at Slinger every Sunday. And, Grant always says I'm living my dreams through him. I keep telling him my financial dreams are over because of him. So, one way or the other, there's a dream.
Start with a lot of money, end up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much. But the fun you're having this year, no question, it's got to be celebrated. Grant, for as far as the people you have involved, you mentioned the people that you put in place. It's been a long process, but this year you've had Lynch Racing on the truck side. How involved are you with them on a given day, or are you a show up and race kind of guy on the phone? What's the status of what's going to be a point leader going into a couple weeks from now at Oktoberfest?
Scott and John, they maintain the truck. They do all the important stuff on it. I'm involved in just normally scaling it before the racetrack, but they do the majority of the work. They deserve a lot of the credit in this, and definitely wouldn't be here without any of those guys. It kind of all started with a few years ago when Scott bought the truck, and last year running full-time, it was kind of a struggle early, and we kind of got going at the end of the year, and I think created some momentum going into this year. So Scott, John, and their families, they put all the work into it. In the car side, we got Casey Johnson that we've been working with for, I'd say, 5-ish years now on the setup side, and he's definitely taken us to the next level here in race cars, and look at the season he's had in his own right, and I think without the mechanical issues, he'd be really staring at an easy Oktoberfest wrapping up, I think his 4th or 5th.
It would be his 4th, yeah.
ASA Championship, Midwest Tour. So just what we've been able to do, you show up to the racetrack and the car's perfect. It makes my job easy, and it definitely makes it a lot easier on my end when all you got to do is worry about driving and maybe making a minor adjustment once in a while at any racetrack we show up at. So Conrad Morgan's been a guy that's been in my Super Lake career since I was 13 years old, so I've learned a lot through him growing up. He's still helped us build these cars through the off season and helping us out when I got time, or when he's got time, because I don't have a lot of it with as much as I'm doing. So that's another key figure that plays into all the time I don't have with the amount of racing I've been doing. So I believe Jefferson, we hit 32 and 33 races on the year. So it's definitely been a busy summer, and there's tons of more people behind the scenes that I could bore you with listing all the guys that have been helping me over these years, but everyone has their own piece in it, and we couldn't do it without them.
And Jeremy, the driving force of this is your businesses helping make this happen. Cobblestone Hotels across the country. That's a big part of what you do. A lot of your time is taken up there. Your family owns and operates the Anglers Bar and Grill and Campground, where there's lawnmower racing this weekend, free admission. It's been retweeted by me, or I put the Facebook post out and shared it. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on with what you have going on.
Yeah, there's always something to do. I'm not all that involved in the racing stuff anymore, other than showing up and getting financial reports and whatnot. I love. Very blessed. The Cobblestone Hotel said we're in 26 states now. Anglers Bar and Grill and Campground up in Fremont was a dumb idea I had. Bought that 4 years April, so going on year 5 here come next year, and got really lucky. We had there was a lawnmower racing track, and there's a great group of guys up there, the Midwest Mower Association. It's a club. They run everything, and it's great entertainment. This Saturday and Sunday are their last 2 races for the season. Those guys, when we first started talking to them, they were nervous that I would not take them guys seriously because we race bigger and better stuff, and those guys got the same damn disease we do. Those guys are crazy, the time and the money they're putting into that, and racing's a drug, and we all have the disease. So I totally respect those guys, and they do a great job, and putting on a awesome fireworks show this Saturday night after the races too, come dark. So if you guys don't have anything going on, you should definitely go out and give those guys a shot and watch them.
It's a great bar and grill in the front, lawnmower racetrack in the middle, campground spots in the back, and I'm telling you, it's a great place. I can tell just by what you can see online. Go to find it on Anglers Bar and Grill and Campground in Fremont. You won't be disappointed. It's a lot of fun, and we can't thank you guys enough for your support of our show and continued success to you guys. How about a nice hand for Jeremy Griesbach, his son Grant, and Dean Strong for joining us on the show.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
And that'll end our TV portion. That was awesome. Hang on, Jeremy. We're not going anywhere. We're going to talk some more. I know you can't
You're
get
not
off
getting
that
off the AD.
No, you can't. We got to talk to you for another 25 minutes. No, I'm kidding. Just another 15, 20, whatever. I can't tell you how excited I am for you guys, but there are 2 big races left to go. Yeah. Oktoberfest, where everybody seems to show up, and then you got Halloween, where everybody's like, I got my stuff ready. It's been a month since I raced something. They're all going to show up again. Yeah. Come Dells Raceway Park, October 18th to wrap up your season.
Yeah, no, for the truck season, the lacrosse is kind of more it's a wild card for everybody because we only go there once a year. Yeah. You never know what weather is going to be in October. It could be 40 degrees. It could be 80 degrees. So Dells, we know we got a good program there. This year we've really stepped it up there with the win at the Icebreaker, fast time at the Jim Sauter Memorial Race there.
Yep.
And then we backed it up with a 3rd place finish and wrapping up the Midsummer Shootout for the Truck Series. So I definitely think with the end of the year, it's some tracks that favor me. Although winning the weekend at Jefferson, it was a big surprise to me in Fast Time Saturday. That's one track that I feel like I personally struggle at. It just doesn't fit my style, and the 60 team definitely gave me a great truck to finish it out, help make up for maybe my insufficiencies at that racetrack. So it definitely made up for it, and we had a great weekend, and at the end of it, we ended up where we went into the weekend points-wise. So I'm excited to get the car out, too, for Thursday and Friday lacrosse.
Well, that was going to be my question, because we just heard Ryan Gutnick talk about the challenges of racing 2 cars on the same night or on the same weekend in your case. So you're going to bring the super late model on Thursday and Friday?
Just Thursday, Friday, and it'll be in the
truck on Saturday?
Yep. We'll have both of them out to practice this Saturday. But we're going to take our 2 days to focus on the super late Thursday, Friday, and it's going to go in the trailer, and all efforts are going to go to that 60 truck all day Saturday and late into Saturday night. So we're going to try to keep them a little bit separate, but that's a track I always love going to. We've had some decent success there in our super lates, and with our program this year, I'm excited to see what we can do. And for Thursday or Friday, we're just going to race for fun. There's no points involved. There's not the pressure we've had all year, so we can just go out and race for wins and have a lot of fun.
Can we have a beer afterwards?
Well, hopefully more than just
on
a
Thursday
beer.
and Friday?
Just more than one beer.
Can we get your dad to buy it?
It depends how good the races go. They pay you cash right at the bar there.
They
so
do.
Yeah, they're not stupid there.
Yeah, they really trap you. So
they make you wait longer. They just got the express line to pay and then get back in line for buying beer.
Yeah, they have it pretty quick.
Right,
the line to get money is normally longer than it is to get beer.
Okay.
So
all right, that's a good system.
They like to take it more than they give it out, but that's normally how racetracks go.
And Jeremy, what's going to be your schedule come Oktoberfest weekend?
He's buying beer for me.
He may not be there. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, no, I'm actually planning on being there. I'm not traveling for a couple of weeks, so the family will be sick of me. it's always that battle of you travel all the time and then you're home for a week or two, and it's when you're traveling again. But I'm going to have my fingers crossed Thursday and Friday night that Grant treats that car well, because if all goes well, we're hoping to take that down to Florida and run the Billy Bigley Memorial in November. So,
great. Wow.
Another dumb idea.
Why not? Yeah. It seems like every idea this year is not so dumb. Just saying.
Yeah.
Grant, who helps you on your program?
In the 60 truck team, we got Angler's Bar and Grill, Brinkman Fiberglass Pools, Major Mechanical, Breaking Equipment, Lawford Trucking, Barricade Flasher Service, CJ Painting, Town and Country Beverage Dispensers, Oak Creek Automotive, Tim's Auto Parts, Jaws Enterprises, AJ Small Engine, Victory Graphics, and Andrew Morrissey's. We run MRI stuff on that truck. On the 17 side, we got a lot of sponsors there as well. We got Cobblestone Hotels with Soda Chop House, Gardan Manufacturing Services, IBEW Local 494 Electrical Workers, Forte Bank, JT Schmidt Plumbing, Keeney Home Services, R&B Roofing, First Choice Boarding and Grooming, Core Distinction Group, Manley Construction, Hartford Landscape Supply, Keys Marina, PJ's Painting, AJ Small Engine Repair, Global Fab, JT's on 96 Bar and Grill, Angler's Bar and Grill, Bridge Bar and Grill, Lake Country Home Repair, Victory Graphics, Miller Lite, Reed Racing Enterprises, and AEC.
That's everybody? You sure?
Yeah, I got 3 cars worth of sponsors, and it's hard to keep track of. I try to keep good lists, but normally every time when Victory Lane comes around, it's a good problem to have when you got to take a lap around the car to remember everybody.
Right,
so,
yeah, as long as the wireless microphone works all the way around, we're good to go, right?
No, I've had a great group of sponsors on both cars for a lot of years now. That's what keeps us going, and that's what keeps us going to these weekly shows. Is it's more affordable to run for us, and we can find great sponsors to help us keep going. We try not to spend too many millions on racing, so that's why we keep going to the local shows, and why you might not see us at too many Midwest Tour races. And a lot of the trucks will kind of intersect with the Midwest Tour race. I don't like to do double duty as much, but maybe later in my career when I'm older and got more free time, I'll just hopefully travel around and make it to more traveling races.
Well, Dean and I did take a lap on the Racing Roundup Show's sponsored golf cart that Dean took to Wisconsin National Raceway on the night you did do double duty, Midwest Truck, and raced the 250-lap race at Kaukauna called the Gander Auto Group 250. And I think the first thing out of your mouth when we saw you was, that was a really dumb idea.
Yeah, that was a really long day for a fat guy. It was, of course, 80-something degrees outside, and they only got 2 divisions there, and with all the rains the night before, we truck and the car were parked on 2 opposite sides of the racetrack, and I don't have a golf cart or 4-wheeler or anything fancy like that. So
I think Brad Miller could set you up with one of those scooters.
I know.
Icon electric scooter.
I don't think my helmet and all my stuff would fit from one car to the other, but I do like those scooters.
Yeah.
I'm just really afraid to get one of those because I know after a few Miller Lights at the end of the night, I'll probably ride it around and tip over as I'm very top heavy, and it'll just knock me right over, and that'd be really hard to explain why you can't make the next race because you got drunk and fell off the scooter. So
10-4.
That's why I've tried to avoid them. Maybe as I get older, I kind of love them when the 60 truck they got theirs, but maybe one of these years I'll get one.
Hey, it's great to have you guys on the show. Thanks for your support. Continued success. Oak Creek Automotive sponsoring Grant Griesbach on his way to what could be a championship in the Midwest Truck Series. 2 races left. MidwestTruckSeries.com is the website to go to. And Grant, before we turn you loose, where can we follow you on your social channels?
GT Racing on Facebook. That's kind of what I've been following along. I share it to my personal page at Grant T. Griesbach on Facebook as well. So follow along. My new PR lady and my girlfriend Steph post all the updates on there. So it's a lot better than what it used to be. So we got updates for every race now on there.
Sounds great. Continued success to you guys. How about a big hand for Jeremy Griesbach and Grant Griesbach and Dean Strom. Thank you guys for making it a great show tonight.
Thanks, guys.
It's Oak Creek Automotive Night, hanging out with you on a Benson Valley Bourbon Road Show for the final time this year. Come on down and join the racing crowd. We're at the Cellar in Oak Creek, 812 West Oakwood Road in Oak Creek. Wanted to say a special thanks to our friends at the Rapina Group, Coldwell Banker Home Sale Realty, for being involved in the program each and every week on the show, as well as our Saturday morning TV shows, which you can watch on CW18 Milwaukee Saturdays at 11:30 in the morning, or watch online at that time at CW18Milwaukee.com. Matt Rapina and the Coldwell Banker Home Sale Realty Group, the Rapina Group, can get your deal done when it comes to buying or selling your home or commercial property. Their website is rapinagroup.com. We're coming right back talking about the biggest weekend for Wisconsin Sprint Car Racing. It's the championship night this Saturday at Plymouth, the Wisconsin Sprint Car Championships. We got Logan Julian and Steve Sinclair joining us next on the show.
Join the racing crowd every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central all season long. Contact us on our website, racingroundupshow.com. We'll be right back with more of the Upper Midwest and Wisconsin racing scene, NASCAR, and the world of motorsports.
Olson's Outdoor Power Equipment is a fully equipped parts, sales, and service dealer of quality mowers, snow throws, trimmers, chainsaws, and more. Olson services what they sell, does warranty service work on big box store mowers, and their expert service technicians are ready to get your equipment running right. Put their stock parts department and friendly, knowledgeable staff to work for you. Visit the racers at Olson's Outdoor Power Equipment today at 14323 West College Avenue, just 1 mile east of Moreland Road in Muskego. Olson'sPower.com. Olson's Power Equipment.
Automatic Transmission Design is located in Germantown, Wisconsin. They've been hard at work the last 15 years in perfecting the best performance racing transmissions and converters. The folks at ATD have made it possible to offer the best quality and most affordably priced winning components for off-road, drag racing, truck pulling, and circle track applications. ATD may not be the biggest or most famous company in the marketplace, but they have the will and put in that extra effort to provide you with the best products available. ATD's certified technicians go through a comprehensive quality checklist on every transmission and converter they build. Then it's tested on their in-house dyno. Only then is the product ready for shipment to the customer. ATD takes these steps to provide you with the best quality products every time. They are 100% guaranteed. Their no returns policy makes sure it's right the first time. The next time you need a performance transmission or converter, give Charlie a call at 262-251-7777 or visit autotransdesign.com.
Jiffy Lube has locations across Wisconsin to serve you. Visit jiffylube.com to locate your store and to find the latest coupons and promotional offers. You're greeted by a friendly and knowledgeable staff. Grab a water or coffee and know you and your vehicle are in good hands. Windshield wipers, new tires, and alignments are a few of the many services offered. Jiffy Lube proudly features Pennzoil. There's a whole lot more than no appointment drive-up oil changes at Jiffy Lube. Welcome to personalized car care. Wisconsin race fans, find your store at jiffylube.com.
Organize like the pros with Hefner Racing Products. Take your trailer to the next level. Upgrade your garage, streamline your shop. Whether you're tearing up the track or tackling home projects, Hefner Racing Products has you covered with the best made and widest variety of organizational accessories made right here in Wisconsin. Shop online now at hrpracing.com.
The Gravely Mower Series at Olson Outdoor Power is raising the bar on performance with smarter controls, longer run times, and more comfort. Add in layaway and financing from Olson's, and there's no lawn you can't conquer. Buy the best from the best. Gravely at Olson's Outdoor Power, Muskego.
Check out our website, RacingRoundupShow.com, to watch show archives, see photos from decades of our program, and links to support our awesome show advertisers. Now let's get back to more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Hey, we invite you to join us and the racing crowd here at the Cellar in Oak Creek, 812 West Oakwood Road. We're hanging out on Oak Creek Automotive Night number 2 this year. It's a Benson Valley Bourbon Road Show. I want to welcome you to come on down and join us. Some great giveaways after the show, including some really cool K&K Insurance Superbird Bobby Isaac t-shirts. Those are cool. Thank you to Steve Sinclair. We also have some neat prizes, including LD's Barbecue gift certificates. We've got some great merch thanks to Bobby Gutenecht and Oak Creek Automotive in Napa. We have some Adams Towing hats. Thank you guys for bringing those down. We've got a lot of cool things to give away after the show, so you just have to be here. Pull the number. You can even win a piece of Logan Julian's race car body. Yes, the hood section. He's already autographed it for you. He can personalize it if you're here to win that because he's here with us on the show as well. Before I get too deep into that, this portion of the show is brought to you by BMR Electric Carts in Random Lake. Icon e-bikes go 25 miles per hour and can go 40 miles between charges. BMRE is now selling gas-powered golf carts, e-bikes, and scooters. Your choice of colors and options. Brad Miller is Wisconsin's only Icon gas and electric cart dealer, new and used. Check out their Facebook page, BMRE Electric Carts Company. Brad brought his topless dirt late model down to the Hales Corner Speedway reunion this past Sunday, and he said, hey, save me one of those shirts. He's coming to our show next Tuesday. If you want to come down this week, Tuesday, as in tonight, we got a couple of shirts from Pat Haney to give away tonight, including an autographed 8x10 of Pat kneeling down to his race car, I don't know, circa 1991 maybe? I'll have to ask the date. I think it's a Chevelle. We'll talk to Pat. He's here tonight, too. Thanks, Pat, for all the great effort, and Scott Krieger putting on a big reunion for a bunch of folks at a racetrack that's been close since 2003, but close to most of us here in the southeastern Wisconsin area. A lot of great memories there. We'd like to thank and recognize some of our season-long sponsors of the 41st season of the Racing Roundup Show and ask you to support them. They make this show possible. Source Services, Dell's Raceway Park, Johnson & Sons Paving, Jiffy Lube, N&S Towing, Select Container, Interstate Batteries of Southeast Wisconsin, Danny Lynch's, Olson's Outdoor Power, Oak Creek Automotive, Adams Towing, Benson Valley Bourbon, American Foundation Specialists, Dell's Raceway Park, the Racing House, and Badger Kart Club among them. So I want to thank all of them for their support all season long. We now have a very special chance to talk to a guy who's really busy, and a guy racing for what could be second in the point standings with one race left in the bumper-to-bumper IRA Outlaw Sprints. Let's welcome in Steve Sinclair and Logan Julian. Guys, thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Good back.
Courtney Atkinson's here too, but we're going to talk to her in a little bit. She's not racing a sprint car this weekend. Hopefully her IMCA stock car has all the fenders on it. We're talking nothing but wings, non-wings, and open wheel this weekend, Steve. It's a big deal to get these four traveling series that have raced across the Midwest, one place, all racing for a championship this Saturday at Plymouth.
It's way cool. I forget how many years we've done it now, but I love it. It's everybody's championship.
Yeah.
It might even be 5 championships and 4 races, because I'm not sure if MSA and Plymouth Dirt Track.
They do separate points, yeah.
Yeah. So I think they're just, it's still on the line.
Yeah.
It's a heck of a deal. I love it.
So when it comes to racing this Saturday, with all those divisions, the Wisconsin Autometer Wisconsin Wingless sanctioned by IRA Lightning Sprints, and the bumper-to-bumper IRA Outlaw Sprints, you deal with a lot of those groups all year long, but have you ever dealt with them like this in one place at one time?
This event, so this is probably like the 6th or 7th annual that we've done this.
All right.
So yes. And there's a couple other nights throughout the year, like the Wilmot Fair Night. It's just our 3 classes, and I like that. It gives us a good chance to be together, because I don't always see those guys.
Right.
So this is good.
MSA 360s as well, deciding their championships. And Logan Julian, you're very familiar with the racing scene. What a season you've had. 3 wins this year. Congratulations on that. Running with the bumper-to-bumper Outlaw Sprints and racing with great success. This has to be pretty exciting, though, that the Wilmot, LaSalle, and Plymouth victories are behind you, but the Plymouth victory must have you a little more geeked about this coming Saturday.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Obviously, it's nice to go back to a track that we won at. And we did really good last time we were there, so I know we're really close in points coming up. I think we're 1 point back to Jordan Goldsberry in third. And then I think 14 to Blackhurst in second.
Something like that,
so
right.
It's really tight. I've raced at Plymouth a bunch, obviously, with MSA in 2023. But, I just can't wait to see if we can close out strong here.
You've been coming on very late in the season. I'd say everything's clicking. You've also trashed a couple cars lately. What's the situation like? How new is the car you're taking Saturday to determine what could be a run to second in the points?
So the car that we're actually running this weekend is the one that we've ran for most of the year. So the car that we wrecked at Cedar Lake was also the car that we ran at Knoxville for the Nationals. So that thing had about 7 nights on it, which sucked that it had to be that car.
For the rest of you. Yeah.
But the car that we were racing this weekend is the one that we won the 3 races with. So that's a plus, I think. We're comfortable with everything, and it's been a crazy couple of weeks. We were winning races, wrecking cars, and I think it really showed a lot after we wrecked the car at Cedar Lake, and we got our other one back together, and then we came out the next night and we won right away again.
You mentioned who's on the crew that helps you directly on the Orange 85J?
Me and my dad.
Okay.
So that's it, just us. So it's a lot of hard work, but we thrashed all week and got the thing ready, and even now we got the car ready after Saturday night at Jackson, and we're ready to go for this weekend.
Jackson Motorplex in Minnesota was the most recent race. $12,000 to win. We heard on Dean Strom's report, the Bonafide Security Solutions short track report, Austin McCarl leading to turn 3. Right rear goes boom. And then you got Scotty Thiel and that kid that can't lose, Ryan Timms, going for the win. And he won.
These guys do, just the 2 of them,
Yeah.
is amazing to me. Just, it's the dedication and the hours they put in, it's unbelievable. And it's proven. It's paying off.
And if you want to buy a side wing from one of his HRP wings, you can do that. I saw it on the social post, Logan, so you can actually buy those. But you brought along a chunk of your bodywork you want to give away tonight. Thank you. What's that from?
Yes, that was actually from one of our 360 cars a couple years ago. So, still pretty much same designs and everything. So, we found it. I decided to sign it. We've been selling some parts, obviously recently, which you never really want to do, but people like buying them. So we're just kind of going through and seeing what people would like and maybe not like. And we pulled these things out, and we're just going to see how people like them.
And the neat thing about it is that awareness. I mean, you guys are head down, racing, working, school. I mean, it's all in play right now, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I think I've been in school now for almost a month. So, right when I get out of school, I just come straight home and I start working on cars till I have to go to bed pretty much. So it's a lot of hard work, but honestly, I enjoy it every single night.
Logan's racing this Saturday. It's against the Wisconsin Sprint Car Championships at Plymouth Dirt Track this Saturday. 4 Wisconsin-based sprint car series are racing their championship points tonight. IRA Outlaw Sprints, Wisconsin Wingless, IRA Lightning, and MSA. And Blake Nimme is in control of the IRA Outlaws. They're talking about the points between Goldsbury and Blackhurst and Logan Julian. Adam Taylor and Tyler Cuxhouse will decide the Wisconsin Wingless Sprints title. Brian Strain has got 6 wins on the year and has him atop the IRA Lightning Sprints with the driver with the most top 5 finishes sitting in second, Chad Stouthammer. So good luck to those guys this Saturday. And it's only 4 points between first and second in the MSA 360 overall points. Ben Schmidt and Kevin Karnitz will be racing at a track that Ben knows really well. So that's a lot on the line, Steve, and a lot to organize, a lot to get going early on in the day. I'm guessing on Saturday.
There is. Today was a good day. So it's also in honor of Rick Schmidt.
Okay.
The 410 portion. And the Schmidt family called up today. They added $2,500 to win. And
Awesome.
And then Logan's dad, Brian, actually added $100. So it's $6,600 to win now Saturday night. And it's going to make it that much more dramatic.
And with the depth of the Rolodex on your phone, does that make your phone ring when people are like, hey, I might come. I might, the McCarls might bring 6 cars because everybody named McCarl's driving a sprint car these days. Does that happen when that number gets higher thanks to those great supports and sponsors you have?
Yeah. So, they don't necessarily tell me they're coming.
Mm-hmm.
I find it on Facebook.
Okay.
But there's going to be a few outsiders coming for sure.
Right.
I mean, I hope the money stays in-house.
Yep.
Always do.
Yep.
And we got a really stout group. The points are great. Blake's, something bad would have to happen to Blake for him to lose it. But 2nd through 5th is really tight.
Yep.
And 6th and 7th, it's Scotty Knights on Danny Schlafer,
Yeah.
a couple points apart. So and we give points for everything. Qualifying heats, you get a point for every car you pass. It's going to go back and forth all night.
And it's not going to be easy. Logan, talk about the schedule. I know Steve put together the schedule. I'm sure it's going to be very tightly bound to. But now there's 3 other divisions, and you've got to get your stuff right where it needs to be and you've got to be in the push-off area when it's supposed to be your time to go. And those hot laps, and you got to get ready. I mean, yes, it's that point in the season where the system should come, but how important is it knowing there's 4 divisions racing this Saturday and what you've got to get right?
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's going to be a lot of cars on the track, so watching the track is going to be a big thing, but they're pretty much all sprint cars, open wheel cars. So, and we know how the track forms with those type of cars on the racetrack. So, I think we'll be pretty good from that standpoint. I mean, it's just me and my dad, we're meshing really well right now, working on the car, and I think we just got to act like it's another night. I think people get psyched out because it's championship night and all this, but you just got to go into it with the same mindset you have every other night. I think.
I've had a position where I've been an ancillary part of a team that's going for a championship. There are people that want to be part of that. They want to get involved, but they're not the crew guys, or in your case, you're crew guy. If people kind of shine around and go, hey, what can I help you with? I'm pretty much you're going to say, we got this, right? Thanks. You can maybe squirt down the wing when I come back from hot laps. So that's all I want you to do is touch my race car, right?
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, we have a bunch of friends coming down and hanging out. And it's just me and my dad. So people see that, and they try and do anything they can. Like, hey, can I just maybe help you put air in tires,
sure.
or scrape mud off the car if they need it. So
yep.
It's really cool, and the other drivers too. You find that out through the year. You're with these guys all year long. Every single weekend you're hanging out with them. So it's cool to see how tight those bonds are with all the racers. And I mean, like going back to the hill, we had just about every single guy from the dash helping us change a motor, and I think the dash got delayed a little bit. So
wow.
So it's really cool to see the relationships and how willing people are to help.
No, I'm really proud of that.
Yes.
With our guys.
Should be
outstanding.
Steve, what time do things get rolling on Saturday?
Well,
I know you'll be there early.
I think the gates open at 4. I think we're going to fire motors at 5. We got 11 o'clock curfew. It seems like 6 hours is a long time, and we should have no problem, but a couple reds and a fence gets torn down or something.
Yep.
You never know. I know everybody wants a quick program, but from start to finish, it's there's something happening all the time. We're bringing in Plymouth does a really good job on the racetrack, but we're bringing in Nick Simons to help. I think Nick's the best at what he does. So with all those sprint cars and all the laps on that thing, I think that'll help it hold up for the whole night.
Sounds great. And Logan, as far as your sponsorship support, we mentioned Oak Creek Automotive sponsoring you. That's another great reason to wrangle you in on the program again this time of year. Who else is helping you with your car?
Yeah, so obviously, just like you said, Bobby G. Ludwig and Sons Trucking, Metalcraft, Scotty, Kaiser Aluminum Wheels, Simpson Racing Products, Hefner Racing Products, and just so many people. I mean, Box 3 Media, King Racing Products, Julie Motorsports, R&H, Kistler Racing Engines. I mean, just there's so many people to remember. It's crazy, but honestly, I'm really thankful for all of them.
Why are you smiling, Steve?
He's got more sponsors than we do. He does.
He's too young to have a beer sponsor, though. You've got one of those in this series. It's kind of cool to have you here. Thank you. This is our dirt track segment, if you couldn't tell. Sitting patiently on the end over here is a gal that put it together this year. Courtney, I was excited to follow along this season. The Oak Creek Automotive sponsorship on your car at 141. How did your season go, Courtney Atkinson, when it comes to racing on the dirt and racing for points each and every time you can?
It's definitely been a good year. We started out real strong and then had a little stretch of bad luck there for a while. Wrecked the car a few times, a few radiators, a few bumpers, frame once. But we got it all back together, figured out some problems, figured out some new setups, been trying a lot of work, and it's really been paying off, and we've been really more moving forward and getting some top finishing.
Did you end up anywhere in the points you wanted to be or just salvaged it? What was the season review so far?
I think we salvaged it as best as we could with some weekends off and some DNFs there.
Gotcha.
We actually finished 10th, so I'll take a top 10 with kind of the stretch of bad luck we had.
And let's talk about the competition you face. There's a lot of cars at 141, no matter the division.
Yes, there are. We actually have a lot of fun with most of them. We really race hard and we race clean with each other.
Most, I heard most.
there is a most. But that's racing. You always have some of those that you get along with and some that you don't. But
one thing Courtney has in common here on the desk is there's a very short list of people that are involved with your racing.
Yeah, me and Dad are the ones in the shop every night trying to get the car ready, get it together, whatever changes, whatever maintenance, fixes. We knock it out together and do it the best we can.
And Courtney, we know where Logan's going to be this Saturday at Plymouth Racing for a championship. We're up to second in points, I'm going to say, because Blake does have a little bit margin there. Who knows? But in terms of your racing, are you racing this weekend or anything else yet this fall?
Yeah, we'll be finishing off the season at 141 for the Fall Classic. We'll be there Thursday for practice and racing Friday and Saturday.
Is that this weekend?
Yes, it is.
Okay, all right. What's the car looking like right now? We're taking away some shop time on you by coming down to the cellar.
That's why my dad's still at home. He's working on it.
Hi, Al. How are you? The neat thing about this, though, you've got it ready, right? You ready to go?
Pretty much. There's a couple things we want to change, a little maintenance, a little setup change, obviously, from racing Plymouth this past weekend and now going to 141. It's a completely different track, completely different setup that we need. So
they put new clay on it. It's different.
More?
We were there 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It was the best it ever was.
Yeah, they've been mixing up some stuff. And
141.
Yes.
Francis Creek.
It's holding up a lot
too good.
better.
It was actually too good.
Wow.
It was juiced up, yeah.
Don't hear that often.
No.
Especially out of a guy that runs across the country representing racetracks and a series that's really been a lot of fun to follow here on the show all year long. Courtney, who are your sponsors you got with you?
Well, obviously we've got Bobby, always. He's so much fun to be a part of. We also have Bruce Dahlgren Construction. We have Ray's Towing, and then we added a new one about mid-season of Chuck Berry. So it was great to add him onto the team. He's been very fun to talk to.
Yeah, it's great. He's got a lot of knowledge. Why not,
Yes,
right?
he does.
Building race cars, doing everything but driving them basically his entire life. It's cool to have Chuck around.
Yes, it is.
Courtney, thanks for coming down. Thanks for being here.
You're welcome.
Sorry,
It's great
Dad,
to
she's
be
still here. She's coming right home, really. I promise. It won't be but a minute. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
How about being for Courtney Atkinson, Logan Julian, and Steve Sinclair for being on our program. Thanks, guys, and gal.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
We got a lot more to talk about. More racers. Bill Holland's on the way. He's got a big race that happened at Marshfield Motor Speedway we'll tell you about on the In the Groove report brought to you by Johnson & Sons Paving. Lots to come yet here at the Cellar in Oak Creek. It's a Benson Valley Bourbon Road Show. Oak Creek Automotive Night in Oak Creek. Come on back and join us.
Thanks for tuning in to the Racing Roundup Show. Check out our website, racingroundupshow.com, and like our show on Facebook. Join us on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We're coming right back after these messages from our awesome show sponsors.
Adams Towing offers expert heavy-duty towing services for the entire state of Wisconsin from their Plover headquarters. Since 1961, 3 generations of heavy-duty towing specialists and racing supporters have provided towing, flatbed, and reload service, plus winching and upright, long boom service, truck starting, and cleanup. Adams Towing proudly sponsors Ryan Farrell's Super Late Model team. Put Adams Towing and their experienced team and their fleet of heavy-duty tow trucks and rollbacks to work for you. Call Adams Towing today at 715-344-3836.
Danny Lynch's at the corner of Highway 100 and Lincoln is a great place to watch NASCAR races, Packer games, Brewer games, and to meet up with your friends. Joey and Jim Lynch pride themselves on their friendly hospitality and welcome Racing Roundup listeners to stop in to watch all the races on their 14 TVs and flat screens. Danny Lynch's at the corner of Highway 100 and Lincoln has been a longtime supporter of racers, including National Road Racing Motorcycle Champion Dan Volansky. Relax around the big neighborhood bar with 2 pool tables and dartboards surrounded by TVs. Whether you're meeting up before the game, want to watch the races with race fans, or just want to grab a cold one, head to Danny Lynch's at the corner of Highway 100 and Lincoln in West Dallas.
427-1000 American Foundation.
When your foundation is in need of repair, you need 3 things: an honest opinion, quality work, and fair prices. Call American.
Trust and dedication. That's American Foundation.
Call American right now for huge savings.
427-1000 American Foundation.
Bobby Gutnick and the technicians at Oak Creek Automotive on South 27th Street in Drexel are experts in automotive repair. For 35 years and counting, the Napa Certified Car Care Center at Oak Creek Automotive handles emission testing, tires, and complete auto, truck, and SUV repair. From oil changes to transmission replacement. 414-761-3250 to schedule your free inspection appointment. For all your vehicle repair needs, head to South 27th in Drexel to the experts at Oak Creek Automotive.
Hey there, this is Leon from LD's Barbecue, open Wednesday through Sunday in East Troy. Not only do we serve your favorites every day, but we also provide catering for graduations, weddings, office parties, and more. Stop in and try our award-winning food, sauces, and rubs. Check us out on Facebook for daily specials, LD's Barbecue in East Troy. Remember, we'll smoke your butt.
Like our show on Facebook and share our content with other race fans. We hope to see you at one of our upcoming shows too. Join racers, other race fans, and win prizes. Now let's get back to more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Things are happening as we speak here during the Racing Roundup program. We're live here at Oak Creek Automotive Night. It's at the Cellar in Oak Creek. It's a Benson Valley Bourbon Roadshow night. And Bobby Gutnick has just said, you know what? 6,600 is a nice number to win for this Wisconsin State Championship bumper-to-bumper Outlaw Sprint Series feature this Saturday at Plymouth. He said, how about we make it even $7,000? So thanks to Bobby G, Oak Creek Automotive has put in 400 beans to make it $7,000 to win on the Wisconsin Sprint Car Championship IRA Outlaws race. So congratulations, Bobby, on doing that. Just to say, hey, you know what? We want to support racers. That's what we do here. That's why you should support Oak Creek Automotive and the sponsors we have on our show. Benson Valley Bourbon has been sponsoring our roadshow all season long. Benson Valley Bourbon is rooted in history and crafted for the future. It's crafted from one of the finest ingredients you can find anywhere. They do it right. Just 2.5 miles from Buffalo Trace Distillery. It is nestled along Benson Creek, a limestone spring that offers unparalleled spring water in the tradition of legendary bourbons like Old Kennebec. Their second release is now available, Benson Valley Bourbon High Rye Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Visit their distillery gift shop in Kentucky or visit their Facebook page, or you can shop online at BensonValleyBourbon.com. It's time for the Interstate Batteries of Southeast Wisconsin NASCAR report. Their proud founding sponsor, Joe Gibbs Racing. Visit interstatebatteries.com to find a battery for every need at a dealer near you. Ryan Blaney's Ford held off the late charge and late race challenge by Josh Berry in his Ford to win Sunday's Cup Series race at Loud, New Hampshire. William Byron raced the highest finishing Chevy to finish third. Joe Logano led the most laps and finished fourth. Chase Elliott finished fifth, and the highest placing Toyota driver was Christopher Bell in sixth. Corey Heim won his ninth NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race of the season, one away from an all-time record. He's tied with Biffle now. He finished sixth in the Cup race at Bristol. I think the teams are ready for him to move away from the Truck Series. He's been dominating. Heim dominated again at Loud, New Hampshire. Ty Majeski of Neenah, Wisconsin finished fifth and sits fourth in points. It was a playoff cutoff race for the Truck Series. Chandler Smith finished second in the race but did not advance. Did not have enough points after the first couple races. Nor did Jake Garcia, who finished 16th in the race. They were both eliminated from the Truck Series playoffs. Heim in the race and with the Truck Series off this weekend. Ty Majeski's entered, and the Chad Bryant prepared late model stock in quest of winning the Mercedes Martinsville 300-lap race and the grandfather clock that goes with it. I almost said guitar. Did you hear that? Grandfather clock that goes with it in Martinsville. The duo won the 2 straight South Carolina 400 late model stock car races a couple years ago together and should be in contention over 70 entries there at Martinsville for the big 300-lapper. Congrats to ARCA Menard Series race winner and point leader Brendan Butterbean Queen, who beat Andrew Patterson to the finish line Saturday night on the high banks of Salem Speedway in Indiana. This weekend is ARCA, Xfinity, and Cup Series racing at Kansas Speedway. I'll be there working with the NASCAR productions team for the ARCA race on Friday, live on FS1 at 7 p.m. Central on Friday. Brendan Butterbean Queen, Leland Honeyman, and Patrick Staropoli will perform double duty in the ARCA and Xfinity Series races. The Kansas Xfinity race will go off Saturday on the CW Network at 3 p.m. Central, right here on CW 18 Milwaukee. And Sunday's Hollywood Casino 400 airs on the USA Network at 2 p.m. Sunday. It's time to shine the Anderson's Maple Syrup Racing spotlight on some drivers on our show. Anderson's is a proud sponsor and supporter of World of Outlaws sprint car racer Bill Bailog and modified pilot Jason Gross. Try Anderson's in your coffee or tea or on vanilla ice cream. Buy Anderson's Maple Syrup at your favorite grocer. Shop Anderson'sMapleSyrup.com online as well. Please help me welcome this week's Anderson's Maple Syrup Racing Spotlight drivers, both sponsored by Oak Creek Automotive. Sitting next to me, Jeff Storm and Ryan Farrell. Guys, welcome to the Racing Roundup Show.
Thanks for having us.
I should say welcome back. Stormy, you're making, I think, your 4th appearance this year.
I don't know. I think me and Logan got a competition going. I think this is 6, so I think I got him by 1.
Right.
So I beat Logan at one thing.
Right. But you were also shaking your head when you said it's only me and my dad and how good they're running. I saw you shaking your head over there in the crowd.
It's pretty incredible. I work with a sprint car team when I have time, and to see Logan and his dad just getting done what they're doing is pretty incredible. I mean, people don't realize how much goes into, I know what we do when we're at the track, trying to watch the track, and man, I don't know how they do it, but hats off to them guys. It's pretty incredible. I hope they have a great weekend in Plymouth and finish second to the 25T of Travis Aarons.
That's the guy you help out.
That's the guy I help out.
You need to get him a dry cleaner because every time he wins, he jumps in a lake.
Goes in that pond. It just drives me crazy.
141, he's got a pond.
He loves it. He loves it. Hey, he's won about $35,000 jumping in that pond by now, so have at her, kid.
He could probably afford his own dry cleaning. But nonetheless, he did have to use that suit the next night.
He did. He didn't
when
care.
He won the high limit race. Nope.
Yeah, well, their sprint car drivers aren't right, so, I mean, that makes that pretty normal. So.
Well, these guys have a few stories about not being right, but a lot of great supporters along the way. And, Jeff, I do want to ask you about the model of the race team. I know sometimes you were planning on going racing, but if the car can't be ready or you're not ready or you're on your trucking business and the amount of time you have in the shop with the amount of guys might take you away from a race or two, right?
Yeah, sometimes it does. You know, we put a schedule out, and we kind of stick to that and try to, okay, this is what we're doing, boys. And we pretty much, you know, with the help of Benson Valley Bourbon this year, thank you guys very much. Sponsor the road show, too, by the way.
Yes, we do.
Benson Valley
Can you tell there's a couple of display models here?
I mean, with the help of them guys, you know, we're able to put out a schedule and go, okay, these are the 15 we're doing, and we pretty much stick to that until somebody talks us into something we're not really prepared for.
I'll start on that in a minute.
Probably easy to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Ryan Farrell, how established is your schedule in a given day or week?
Well, your first mistake, Jeff, is making a schedule. If you don't make a schedule, you can't miss a race.
You're right.
You can't be wrong. It's hard to plan ahead, especially, well, we did add a second car this year, so that's that, but we're really not going to use it till next year. There's just not that much time in the day when you're trying to prepare for 200-lap super late model races. There's endless maintenance. You're never done. You just run out of time and you load it up.
Yeah, he ain't wrong.
I was just about to say, man, those cars look identical. But you only raced one this year.
Only raced one.
Right,
yep.
okay.
Yep. We tried, but we got rained out, and then I had to go camping with the crew up in Plovers.
So the associates have this gathering. Are they gathering here tonight?
They are not here tonight, and you're going to know it because the bar bill is going to be about 20% less than normal. So
the entire bar bill, the entire night.
Rick's up in Tomahawk doing a job for John Deere up there,
Hi, Rick.
and so wherever he's at, hopefully he's not driving as he might be. He's talented, and so the bar bill will be less today, unfortunately. So,
but those great supporters make it work.
They do make it work. Without them, it would not be fun, and it would not be possible. So
that race car outside looks like it's ready to race something. Maybe funny car, man. You get that nose under the grass plates.
So, you know, nobody likes a super late model up in the air. You got the shocks. You got to pin that thing down, right? So we thought ahead on that. It's got the attitude.
It does.
That's how it should look going around La Crosse in another week or so. If it doesn't, we're going to have problems. And just if it looks good doesn't mean it's fast because they all usually look good. So hopefully we get the attitude and the handling all in one package here. So
I know you love racing at Dells Raceway Park. I know that Oktoberfest is another big special race, and there's another big one after that at the Dells in Halloween. There's a lot of races.
All we do is big races. That's all we do. That's right. Have you ever run a small race this year? I haven't. I don't even know what that means anymore.
The only place in the world, there's 2 places in the world that run in the world, not in the country, in the world, is Slinger and Kaukauna. They're the only 2 places in the world that run super late models on a weekly basis. So everything we do is a big race anymore, So like Ryan's not wrong. Everything we prep for is at least 100 laps.
Yeah.
You're in the big time when you're watching NASCAR with your kid and they ask, do you know that guy? Have you raced him? And it's usually like, yeah, I actually have. Yeah. So, did you beat him? He blew an engine. So, yeah, I did beat him.
Yeah, the wheels.
I got him, yeah.
Here's the
William Byron, 2-time Daytona 500. Yeah, he blew up. I beat that guy.
Yeah.
I'm undefeated against him if last I checked. So,
wow. Oh, good.
He probably knows it.
But that does take a lot of work, a lot of maintenance. How many things did you change on that car? You're an engineer that never stops tinkering and thinking.
How many things do we change? That number is
like
beyond
if
count.
you documented what you started the year with, for their first race, the icebreaker at the Dells, for example, to right now, are the same. Anything on that race car suspension-wise?
It's the same brand of shocks on the car. I can say that.
Really?
And the same guy driving it. Actually, I probably, it does change. So no, we change absolutely everything on the car. Spring shocks, sway bars, panhard bar, positioning, trailing arm angles, weight placement. Sometimes I change fuel cells depending on if we got a long run race or something like that.
But that changes everything too, doesn't it? The balance and the weight.
It's why a lot of teams have multiple cars now. It's gotten to where you actually build the thing specialized for a certain type of track. You get it dialed in, and it's so hard to dial anything in. You just to take it from, say you're good at Slinger and then go to lacrosse with it. It's a whole different setup package. The springs are just completely different. The bump stop rates, the staggers, everything's different. And when you get it set up for something, you got to cherish that setup that's working because it's a finite amount of time unless you're a handful of guys that seem to always have it figured out.
You've done this long enough. How much do you rely upon that setup for the next time? Or you just say this could be one of the things we want to try, but not the only thing we want to.
We always have a plan going to the track, and it lasts until about first practice, about one session in, and you go, well, I did not expect it to handle like this, so. Throw that shock we had prepared to go on the car. Now we're going to do this. Move the panhard bar or whatever. So I don't know if that's how it goes for you.
He's not wrong. I mean, like we'll go to the track. We'll have the setup in the car. Like these 4 go on. So we're talking about 4 shocks, springs with a bump stock package in. Then I'll have hanging on the cart, 2 more fronts, like ready to go. Okay, that way, Nate, I'm just going to stay in the car, Nate, and I'm going to tell you right front, and we'll put that right front on. And I'll come in, I'll be like, I'm getting out. Because they got to take that right front apart because it ain't
right.
That ain't going to work.
And then on occasion, like at the Slinger Nationals, our Benson Valley Bourbon Roadshow, you were sitting next to me while Russ Blakely and the team were repairing the other car. Repairing the other car to go racing on Tuesday.
Yeah. Then they throw a wrench in the fan. You have an engine problem, and you got to get out the backup car. Fortunately, got a big hauler we can fit 2 in, and to pull the other one out and get ready for the next day. And that's just never good. I mean, it's prepared, it's maintenance, it's ready to go, it's ready to do battle, but it's not set up. Trailing arm angles, panhard bar, the wrong bar, like this, that. I mean, it's just, holy cow, guys, work all night.
And you might ask, well, why the heck do you guys do this? Why would you ever put yourself through this pain? But I will tell you, those that have never experienced the pain of racing also haven't experienced that moment of glory that is just beyond any rush you can get. So
it's been a long time since I've been there, but Ryan is exactly right.
What do people compare it to? Packers winning the Super Bowl, that moment of bliss, it's beyond that. You'll never know if you don't do it.
The feeling of appreciation, like you just oh my God, we did it. Oh my God, we did it. Is just, you can't compare it to anything. I don't think in our world anyway. I mean, I don't know. It's pretty special, and that's why we do it. All the money in the world doesn't matter. When you get that W, doesn't matter how you get there. When you get that win in all these big races we do, when you pop one of them off, it's pretty cool.
The best part is actually it's not even victory lane or anything. It's that ride home when you finally get a chance to take it all in. That's the best part.
Yeah, you ain't wrong.
Like, man, we actually did something. We got her done.
Yeah, you can put
all those variables did not fall apart this time.
You can put a lot of miles behind you in the hauler when you win, and you can put a lot of miles behind you in the hauler when you run like absolute dog snot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Ryan, what is your schedule for now going to be for the rest of the year?
So we're pretty set from here. We're running the Trickle 99 at Lacrosse, and if that goes well,
Friday
night at Lacrosse, we will be there to observe all the chaos. We'll be watching Jeff on Thursday night.
All right.
Right? You're racing Thursday night?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we're going to be up in the stands. observing the strategy and hearing all the pain, and then we're going to get into the fray on Friday and join the great spectacle that is the Trickle 99, 333-lap races. I don't think I'm favored to win, but we're going to give her our best shot and see if we can't come up with something that puts us in the mix. So
you got a shot.
It's going to be tough. I'd say that's about as tough a race as there is to win.
Yeah, it's 3 33-lap segments, so 3 races.
How much time between them?
You only get about
not enough.
You know, the one they run the stubby.
Yep.
In between the second and the third.
Yep.
And I don't know if you've ever ran the stubby. I have, and I've won the stubby. And let me tell you what, it ain't that bad.
No, it pays about the same.
It's a race.
The effort.
It's a race with race cars. Just so you guys know, it's a race with race cars.
Yes, the stubby is a race for the guys that didn't make it into the Trickle 99.
Yeah.
So it's the B main. The B main at this fest for 25 or 30, whatever it is, laps.
There's going to be 60 cars there, probably 50 to 60 cars.
It pays. I've won it. It pays really good. I've sat on the stage with Boris Yurkovich winning the stubby race, and we're both like, oh, my God. I'm like, hell, that's not that bad.
I got the – I don't remember if it was the stubby or the C main, but I got the Oktoberfest feature win banner.
Nice.
And nobody knows what I won. It just says I won Oktoberfest,
right.
and
I'm
good with that.
And
some people say, like, when did you win that fest? I'm like,
Don't
you
worry
remember
about
that?
it.
That's 200 lapper.
Yeah, you were probably drunk.
20-something.
They were probably drunk.
Yeah.
So how many nights are you racing at Oktoberfest, Jeff?
We're racing Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night and Sunday.
Okay.
They don't have a race Tuesday or Wednesday, do they?
When you're racing to get
you
there.
can win practice, so the key is you got to get it on the Facebook.
Right. So, no, we are signed up to race Thursday night, Friday night. Obviously, Saturday is qualifying practice for the tour race on Sunday and then race a big show on Sunday.
There is practice Thursday afternoon.
There is.
All right. Or Wednesday afternoon, I think, right?
Wednesday afternoon, there's practice for a certain amount of time, and Greg has us. Greg McCarnes is our great promoter of this event. We're just happy to support him in this deal.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So Greg's got us getting there Wednesday at noon to get your trailer. I'm taking my snowmobile trailer to park in the infield this year.
All right.
So we're going to do that. I called Pods to see if they could drop off a shipping container and just leave it for a week, and then I'll just to get it out of here. Because honestly, it's such a pain in the butt. Hauler parking is 50% of the frustration of racing the fest.
Where to get it, how to get your spot.
And all that. So the administration, Greg, and his crew have stepped it up, and if we entered at a certain point, we have assigned pit stalls, supposedly.
Great. Good.
So I'm to be in mine on Wednesday at noon.
All right. Will we see either of you guys at the Halloween race, October 18th, to wrap up the Alive for 5 Super Light Championship?
Oh, yeah. No matter what happens at Fest, we will be there because it's just we can't help ourselves.
Right.
We will definitely be there.
Yeah, both Ryan and I both run the Alive for 5 deal. We're both battling hard for like 9th or something. I don't know.
It's been that kind of year.
It's just been terrible.
We've had better years than two
we
of us
absolutely have. But
been fast. I've been watching. You guys are fast.
Yeah, we got our moments. Yeah. But, we'll both be there for Halloween, absolutely, 100%.
Stormy, let's start it off with you. Who is sponsoring that double nickel? No, I'm sorry, deuce nickel.
Yeah, geez.
Deuce nickel.
Deuce nickel.
Come on.
What's your hat say?
55 would be. Double nickel's 55,
That's deuce nickel.
Jim slipping.
You did change your number,
I am. I need some Benson Valley bourbon.
Okay. All right, so we'll start it off with Benson Valley bourbon. Duramax Trucking, obviously Oak Creek Automotive. That's why we're here. Breber Music, been with me. Excuse me, Bart's been riding on the back for years. We appreciate him. This year, Bonafide Security Solutions up on the quarter panels. Thank you guys very much. All Pro Mechanical, Elite Site Services, my cousin BJ, and we cannot forget about my friend Jerry Wicks. Everybody thinks he's the CEO of Wicks Filters, so we made him a little logo. Not the case at all, but he's a good boy.
Call him a CEO of something.
Right, yeah. So then we did a little fundraiser. We ended up running Elko, Minnesota last weekend, and kind of reached out on Facebook between myself and Andy Frederickson, and a bunch of people stepped up, and I got to mention them guys. A lot wanted to remain anonymous, and that's fine. Thank you guys for helping us. But the guys that didn't were Gunderson Grain Farms out of Waterford, Wisconsin. Brian Gunderson's got a Class X operation over there, and he stepped up. Oak Wine and Spirits, John, little bar. He just opened in town here. He's heavily involved in sprint car racing. We're buddies, so he helped me out. Nortec Equipment out of La Crosse. Frederickson Farms out of wherever they're at in Minnesota. Let's just say Lakeville.
That family, yep.
And Die Tryin' Racing, just some old friends from over here in Muskego, Big Bend area, just that helped us out. We also got on our B panel there, Reed Racing, Tilton Engineering, 5-star race car bodies, Bassett Wheel, Weir's Machine, and Advanced Engine Concept racing engines. Couldn't do any of this without all their support. I do want to mention my crew. I'm sorry I'm wasting your time, but our crew consists of, when he's here, Russ Blakely, the owner of Benson Valley Bourbon.
Hi, Russ.
Nate the Great, Nate Beer, Mandy, his wife. We appreciate you. Zach Terosian, my daughter Jessica Terosian, Randy Geldon's spotter, and Chad Milner's the tire guy on our program. And last but not least, the woman that lets me do all this, my wife Tammy. Thank you very much, dear. We appreciate it all. That's my group.
There it is.
That is what it takes, folks. I got a list, too.
Ready.
All right, so I'm going to bounce around here. I want to thank I had a bunch of crew guys come and help me cut some trees down recently, one of them being Rick Patnode with Arcade Driver School. Rick is Terry's brother. Terry's been helping me out for a long time racer from the Geneva crowd. The whole family, Terry, his daughter Chris, and husband Damien, that whole family's helped out a lot, and Rick especially with the Arcade Driver School. I want to make sure I give him a shout-out because Rick's really helped me out any way he can lately. Speaking of people going above and beyond, Jim Burke Excavating, I'm building a house, and he's helped me out with the excavation on it. So a lot of people have good sponsors, but, man, I got some really good sponsors. And, you meet some of these people, and you just think, there's no way I'd do this if I hadn't met these people when I did. So thanks to him. Obviously, Thierry's Race Engines, on-demand transportation. I know Greg's watching. Every time he comes this year, I feel like we have a bad run. It's just kind of been that kind of year. But last year it was really good. So, Greg, thanks again. Royce Rossier and Associates, part of the clan, the associate group that supports the seller in mass amounts when they come down here. Messenger Racing, Oak Creek Automotive, Bobby G. We got to work on a T-shirt with all the Oak Creek Auto cars. That's what we got to do.
Yeah, 100%.
Has to be long sleeve and two-sided.
Definitely.
Yep. Our good buddy Sig that we lost this year, GTM Services, so we're going to keep him on board for as long as we're racing. Holmes Motorsports, Bob Trado's here. BT sign writer, don't want to miss that. The other Trado.
He does our backdrop, and he does Ryan's car start to finish, yeah.
Yep. No, the original 80 design that he came up with, and we've been running it ever since, and I still get compliments nonstop from it. So good job, Bob. Performance Parts Supply, left-hander performance, I should say. And then I want to say High Performance Printing as well. Brian's done some shirts for us and helped us out with the hats. So got to thank Justin Kane, crew chief and partner in crime for everything fun, hunting, fishing, racing, cutting trees. The secret, not so secret. You keep saying it, you're going to ruin it. He's going to end up going to NASCAR now.
Someday.
That's going to be on you.
No.
That's going to be on you.
Man, Jim.
He would deserve it. He's that good. So I got my shot guy at work, Mike Lieben, my dad, Jim Farrell, my stepdad, Jim O'Brien. Darren's been with me forever. Without Darren, we wouldn't have a trailer and wouldn't have any fun. So obviously all the Patnodes. Brian Dolan's been with us since the Slinger Street Stock days, helping us out on the old 80 car back then. Jeff Sobchak, Jim and Runnels and all his sons, Brent and Austin. Corey, the young fella helping us out now, used to be a fan, would come and steal candy and talk to us after the races, and now he's changing shocks. And I'm not going to lie, without him, it would not be very easy right now. He's doing a heck of a lot. Not many high school kids are that mechanically inclined now, so good to have him. And I just got to thank my wife, Ann, and I almost forgot Colt here. Speaking of guys that helped me out on the trees, Colt, thank you very much. And then my wife, Ann, and Ingrid, Jack, and Elena, and I should say my sister and her son, Holden, who now has a number 80 push car to ride in style at the track that we drew up. So, so thanks to everybody. I know that's a heck of a list. That's what it takes, man.
Yeah, honestly, it is. It's just it takes an army to put these super lates on the track every weekend that we choose to race, and like we talked about, they're all specials. They're all special events, and it's thousands and thousands of dollars to go to these events. So
big time. And if you want to go see them race at Oktoberfest, thanks to the friends at Oktoberfest, the organizers, the Dearys and the McCarns, we have a 4-pack of every day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday tickets to give away next week Tuesday. at Pauley's, our final show. So if you want to win those, you need to be at Pauley's next Tuesday to see these guys race at Oktoberfest. And we're hoping to see Jerry Aubie from Dell's Raceway Park there this coming Tuesday. So we're going to hang out, maybe grab a couple tickets and talk about Halloween, where you guys can race for the win there, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're going to turn it around there. They're in trouble.
Yeah.
They're in trouble.
Ryan and I have been kind of up and down year.
It seems like you're going forward and I'm going backward,
Yeah.
and then vice versa, and then we'll still end up breaking something.
Yeah, it's been a goofy year.
It will change.
But we got to hope for the best.
Well, it's really good to have you guys on.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thanks for being on
Absolutely.
the program. How about being here for Ryan Farrell and Jeff Storm, everybody? They're holding court. We're doing giveaways after the show. They have beverages. They've got Benson Valley Bourbon, I think, samples. I'm not sure. He's got hats we're giving away from Adams Towing. Thank you, Ryan, for bringing the shirts down. We got some great giveaways after the show. We have more to talk about. We have a couple more race drivers to talk to, and Bill Holland's on the way within the groove from the Marshfield Motor Speedway, the Bev Ashton Brenner Memorial. Coming right back with that on this edition, the extended version of our Benson Valley Bourbon Road Show from the Oak Creek Automotive sponsored night at the Cellar in Oak Creek, 812 West Oakwood Road. Come on down and join us.
Join the racing crowd every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central all season long. Share what you love about short track racing on our Facebook page and on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We'll be right back with more of the Racing Roundup Show.
It's the granddaddy of short track racing in the Midwest, the 56th running of the Oktoberfest race weekend, October 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th at La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway. Don't miss the intense competition as drivers throughout the nation converge at La Crosse Speedway for 4 days of great stock car racing. On Thursday, see 6 divisions compete, including super late models, sportsmen, and double features for the La Crosse late model. Friday, 3 divisions will grind it out, including the super late models in the popular Dick Trickle 99, a 99-lap race run in 3 33-lap segments. Then on Saturday, 3 divisions, including the ASA Midwest Tour late model. Then it's the Big 8 late models battling for their season championship. Sunday we'll see the vintage race cars, late models, plus the granddaddy of all Midwest racing events, the Oktoberfest 200. 200 grueling laps of strategy, maneuvers, and hard-charging racing. Witness challengers and champions from across the nation battle side by side in Wisconsin's oldest and most prestigious short track racing event, saved with a multi-day wristband. It's the 56th annual Oktoberfest race weekend, October 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th at La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway. Visit OktoberfestRaceWeekend.com for details and advance tickets. Be there.
For your next Purge or project, go with the pros. Source Services. Champion driver and Wisconsin Short Track Hall of Famer Dan Source founded Source Services in 1988 with 1 truck, 1 employee, and a tireless work ethic. Through the dedicated work of Dan and his employees, Source Services LLC is southeastern Wisconsin's leading waste container rental company. Dropped and picked up by professionals, you can rent a dumpster for up to 60 days. Source Services sorts and recycles to reduce the amount of waste going into landfills. Go with the pros at sourceservices.com.
Eliminate the hassles of planning a trip to the races. Hook up with Boring Bob's escorted NASCAR racing tours. Boring Bob offers transportation, lodging, race tickets, nightlife, shuttle service, and more. Boring Bob knows all the back roads into and out of the racetrack to get you in and out fast. Pick one or pick them all. Go in style to Daytona, Bristol, Phoenix, Las Vegas, and more. He has decades of experience and industry contacts galore. You name the race, let Boring Bob do the rest. Call Boring Bob today to make plans now to go on one of Boring Bob's famous escorted NASCAR racing tours. Boring Bob's always at 414-321-1307. That's 414-321-1307.
Interstate Batteries. Outrageously dependable. Life is full of questions. Is the presentation ready for work tomorrow? Why is there so much traffic at 3 p.m. on a Tuesday? Are your in-laws visiting this weekend or next? You've got plenty of things to worry about. Whether your car will start shouldn't be one of them. With an outrageously dependable battery under your hood, you can cross one of those questions off your list, which gives you time to answer more things like,
are we there yet?
Interstate Batteries, delivering the most trustworthy source of power to the world since 1952.
The Racing Roundup Show is dedicated to showcasing grassroots racers and national stars of our sport. If you're a fan of NASCAR, 4-wheel, 2-wheel, road racing, drag racing, or the short track scene, you are in the right place. Welcome back to the Racing Roundup Show.
Welcome back to our Benson Valley Bourbon Road Show, presented by Oak Creek Automotive on Oak Creek Automotive Night. Oak Creek Automotive is on 27th and Drexel. You got to get there for your emission test, your transmission replacement, engine diagnosis, small truck, big truck, any kind of car. They can take care of you. They've been in business for 37 and a half years, I think it is, going on 38. So see the experts at Oak Creek Automotive. They'll get your car done right. Hey, I'd like to thank HRP, After Racing Products, American Foundation Specialists, Boring Bob, LD's Barbecue in East Troy, Ricardo's Pizza downtown Greendale, Danny Lynch's Bar, Ken Sports in Appleton and Green Bay, Bonafide Security Solutions, and BMR Electric Carts, just some of their supporters of our show. Our final show is this coming Tuesday night. We hope to have a bunch of folks and friends, sponsors, and everybody else join us for our big show. Well, next Tuesday, our final show of our 41st season. We could not be doing the show without the sponsors I mentioned and others you can find on our website, RacingRoundupShow.com. This portion of the show is brought to you by the racers at Schlafer Auto Body and Sales in Landon. Trust Schlafers for your next auto body repair of your daily driver or fleet of work trucks. Since 1974, 4 generations of racers have been getting it done the right way. They work with all insurance companies. Search Schlafer Auto Body on Facebook or give them a ring. Schlafer Auto Body and Sales in Landon. We now have a couple of guys joining us here on the program that have been sponsored by Oak Creek Automotive for a number of years, and they've got active schedules. Tyler Davis is on the healing side of the schedule, and Matt Urban's on the side of, I got how many more races left? Let's welcome in 2 more Dirt Stars. Sponsored by Oak Creek Automotive, Tyler Davis and Matt Urban. Guys, thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Jim.
Great to have you here. Matt, I knew you were coming. Tyler, I hope you were coming. Great
Yeah.
to see you here. And Matt, you said how many more races you have yet to go?
I got 8 more.
Dirt Modifieds is what Matt got poisoned by after starting on the pavement, right?
Yep.
How many years did you run on pavement?
13.
And then he said, you know what, I'm going to try this dirt thing.
Yep.
And how long has that been?
It's been just a year. This show last year is when I released that we're going dirt.
Okay, I thought it was 2 years ago. It was
Nope,
last
that
year
was
only.
only. Yeah, that was only last
All
year.
right, so how many races have you done already?
I think we're up to like 25, 26.
And you're not just talking about around the area. Where are your remaining races going to be at?
We got 3 2-day shows in Iowa and 1 in Lafayette.
Wow. Where have you raced this year in Wisconsin?
141 we ran, where I won my first feature at this year.
Congratulations.
I ran Gravity and Plymouth, and luckily we got a feature win at all 3 of them.
Wow. How does that feel? We talked about winning and the sensation of that with a couple of Super Late Model guys. If you haven't seen the entire show, rewind to what Ryan Farrell and Jeff Storm said. How challenging and rewarding is that to win at all 3 tracks?
I would have never guessed winning this year. I was just happy to not get lapped, really, honestly, starting the year off. It's unreal, honestly. It lets you show your talent in sport mods because you can't buy your way up to the front like you can on asphalt or just the higher classes. You can buy your way speed. Nice thing about sport mods, we all basically got the same stuff, so your talent gets shown more, I think, than the higher divisions, depending on what you're in and what you're doing, who you're around with, obviously. But I think sport mods are just great, good starting season, and I think they're a good series, honestly.
It's a very, very, I would say some say it's to be affordable. But in reality, you got to have your stuff right because their competition is amazing. Car counts are way up.
Oh, yeah.
How many cars a night do you think?
We averaged Plymouth. We're averaging like low 30s at the beginning of the year, and we fell off at the end of the year. But I went and ran the 10K show at 141. We had 73 or 74 cars there.
Wow.
And then a lot of the stuff in Iowa at the beginning of the year, they were having mid-30s.
You enjoy when there's 70 cars in the pits? You're like, oh, man. I had one change I wanted to try. Now I've got to really get out my good stuff.
I like the bigger car counts. I like going into the night knowing you have to work your way to make it to the feature. You show up and you start in the feature, it doesn't feel as good when you do make it because you're going to be in it no matter what.
And to get in the show is a big accomplishment. When does that start? Heat races? Hot laps? When do they start clocking you? Does it say, you're in, you're not? Run the B, run the C, run the D.
Heat races.
Okay. So that's right away.
Yep, right away. As soon as you fire off, you're already doing something. You got to make sure you move forward usually.
So in general, a heavier track to begin with. But then you better have your feature set up, which might be a little more slicked off.
Yeah.
To jump right into that. How much stuff do you have to take along with you now, as you're now a dirt guy for a whole year?
Honestly, the car I bought from Mike Clausen and his crew chief, which became my crew chief now, and a really good friend, Brian Rogers, and we don't change nothing. No one believes me, but
really?
There's many nights that we put fuel in tire, grind tires, and go out, and we'll be just as fast in the heat race as we are in the feature. I won 8 heat races so far, so we don't change nothing. If we do, it's a turn here, a turn there. It's really, really small changes.
I must tell you that Frank Smith, who's here tonight, a Southeastern Wisconsin Short Track Hall of Famer, 26 area championships in 13 straight years. I don't know how many he won, but 26 in 13 years. Frank never changed anything on his race car. Maybe the right front tire if he wanted to get a bigger one. That was his challenge. Like, which size right front tire do I want to put on tonight? That was all he did. Give me the car, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, if you get a really good balanced car, you don't need to change stuff. There's no point in chasing if it's got a really good balance all night.
And then there's a guy next to you, Tyler Davis, who spent some time with the McCarl family racing full-time in a sprint car, and they wanted to change, I'm trusting, everything twice a night.
Yes, sir. I think I changed a tire every time we went on the track one night. When we were in Florida one time, we went through 27 tires in about 4 nights.
Jeez.
So that'll tell you something. It's definitely different than what we do at our level of sprint car racing, but when you go and you're racing against guys like Rico and Kyle Larson and all those guys, you got to do what they're doing, and they're going through tires, man.
and now you're racing against guys like Ben Schmidt and your dad, who've got a ton of laps and a bunch of feature wins in MSA sprint cars. And this season, you got some good runs, and then unfortunately got a really bad one. How are you feeling health-wise after a big spill a couple weeks ago?
I'm feeling really good. Honestly, like up into that point, so if you guys don't know, I junked a race car at Wilmot pretty good. It got, like 250,000 views across all of my platforms.
I'm two of those.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm just saying it was a big deal. I had to see it. I'm glad you're okay. Cool.
It was pretty big, but leading up into that point, we hadn't finished out of the top 5, Jim. Dad started to be the crew chief a little bit more, and we started to roll with the guys. A lot of the guys have been around with Dad for a very long time. Mike, Bob, Hef, and Dave, and all the Jennies, and my sister, and my mom, and all of them have stood behind me the entire time, and we were rolling really good up until that point. I had missed 3 shows going into that last month where we kind of wrecked everything, and I had made it to the top 10 in the points. I had missed 3 shows, didn't accumulate points over that, but still found myself sitting 9th place, and I was feeling really confident going into the next couple months, knowing that we only had about 5 races left. And racing happens, man. Things happen. Sprint cars are quick, and just kind of misjudged something at Wilmot that night and went for a ride.
Yeah.
Ended up in a water truck, but we're here to tell the story and live on another day.
Glad to see you're here.
I appreciate that.
Race cars are race cars. People can't, good to see you're here doing what you can. And representing your sponsors. Oak Creek Automotive is a sponsor. It's important for you to keep that going and keep those people that are part of your program. Who else did you have with you for the ride this year?
So obviously Bobby is great to me, and being from Franklin and around the Oak Creek area, it has always worked out between me and Bobby because I'm able to bring some of my friends and some of the people around this area to him. But Biggie High Performance, he's always built a good motor for me. Biggie has won my father quite a few championships, and going into this year, obviously I had been working on the road, and I decided, hey, what's going to be the best program for us to keep moving forward and to build the best program? And I went with Biggie, RC Trailer Leasing, Rigatoni's Deli, RC Custom Designs. Rob, he takes a bunch of pictures for me, and everybody else at the racetrack. HRP, I'm working there now, building some rear ends, and obviously they own Pit Pal now, so it's growing that way, so huge shout out to them. Chance's Pub and Grill, that's some other local racers. Lance Fossbender and his wife, they own that. That's in the Beaver Dam area. Westdown Automotive. Westdown has supported me from the beginning. He has a lot of exhaust tips and other car accessories. Route 41, where I normally have my beginning of the year party. We normally have live music and do all of that. They have great food over there. Christine Hartman, obviously every race fan's realtor, especially in the Sheboygan area. She has supported my dad forever. I've grown up around Austin and watched him. He helped me when I first started racing micro sprints. I've got to help him as he races some of the 410 stuff. Turk Letizia at Diamond Jim's Motor Cars. Turk actually helped me pick up a nice new Audi when I moved back to Wisconsin. So huge shout out to Turk. He'll get you hooked up with a nice new car. Stone Mountain Access Systems. Bonafide Safe and Lock. Bonafide helps a lot of people in the racing community. When I first started doing my little Tuesday talks that I would normally be doing right now or a little bit after, he allowed me to come to his shop like Stormy did as well, and I got to interview them like you're doing with me here, and I got to do some stuff with them. And just basically all of our wing riders and the 4,000 plus people that now follow me on Facebook. That was a pretty big achievement for me. I was down and out because of my wreck, but I hit a new peak for my Facebook. And then obviously, like I was saying before, my sister, Sid, my mom, my dad, Mike, especially Mr. Mike. I wouldn't be able to do any of this without him. Bob Crawley, Hef, Dave, the Jennies, my cousin Boomer, all these guys, and a lot of my friends have supported me through this. Obviously, I've been doing this for 7 years now, and I left for a little bit, but they've all supported me in rebuilding my team, and I think we're here to stay, Jim. I think we're here to stay. We got to rebuild a little bit, but we're going to keep grinding.
Health comes first for sure.
Yeah.
It's good to see you here for sure.
Thank you.
Matt, when it comes to your racing, as much as you're racing, did you have to go through a lot of stuff this year? A lot of equipment? Or a lot of different parts? I mean, when you want something that works, obviously you're using the same stuff. But at certain times you're like, okay, how many nights do we have on this? You got to chart all that stuff, I'm guessing.
Yeah, you keep track of what you got, and you definitely go through a lot more, basically a lot more maintenance compared to asphalt. You got to check a lot more stuff with rough tracks, and obviously you got a lot more bouncing and banging depending on the night it is and where you're at and who you're racing with. But it wasn't too bad. We had one bad wreck like 3 or 4 nights ago where it killed the whole front end. Every upper, lower, ball joints, every single front end part was destroyed. So that was the only wreck we really had that was big.
Good. So when those moments happen, for those who don't know, there's always the idea of, hey, if we ever have a chance to change the front end, whether it be 1 degree or an upright measurement that you keep like adjusting for, and now you're like, okay, we don't have any more parts to replace for this adjustment. Can you then rebuild it in a way where it will be more friendly to what you're thinking you want to do on the car?
You can
when you wreck like that?
Yeah, you can buy different stuff to make it where you want to get closer. Yep. But we, like I said, the car I got super balanced and it was super good, so we didn't do nothing to it really, just copy what we had and put it back together.
And other than Oak Creek Automotive, or including Oak Creek Automotive, who are your sponsors and supporters this year, Matt?
I got a lot of guys that support me, a lot of friends. 1 second.
Jim, I'm going to take the second. I completely forgot literally my main guy.
Who?
All right, I'm gonna call it out. I made it Eddie and Michaela. They have been my biggest supporters. Michaela supported me. That's Eddie's wife. I've been to their wedding. Eddie, he's my main crew guy. He's the guy who takes care of all the tire work and everything that gets done on a 68 car. He's the main guy. Sorry about that.
No, I'm glad we got him in. That's awesome.
Gotta get him in when they're important. So I got Country Lanes Bowling. I got Ricardo's, Source Services, Oak Creek Automotive. Obviously, Bobby, I've known them since, I don't even know. It's been a long time. I'd say at least 9, 10 years old. So I've known them most of my life. Logan's Heroes, Autos Up Performance, Tracksides R&C, Jim Colbert, MR Customs, TD Graphics, Cole Plumbing. And then I also got a lot of people that helped me out. My buddy and crew chief Brian Rogers and his buddy Joe have been helping me out a bunch. And we got some good stuff coming up for next year with those guys.
Good.
My buddy Dan, my buddy Justin helps me out a lot. And then obviously my girlfriend Taylor helps me out with everything. So between the houses and the crazy schedules and no sleep, and there's a lot of stuff that she helps me out with, and it's hard to do alone, that's for sure.
Well, it's great to have you here. Great to have you, knowing that support is with you guys. Good, keep it up. How about I say it for Matt Urban and for Tyler Davis for joining us here on the show. They're sponsored by Oak Creek Automotive. We're hanging out with Oak Creek Automotive Night, friends and fans and racers. We've got some more talking to do. Matter of fact, we're going to talk right now. Let Bill Holland take it over for a short period of time. It's the In the Groove segment brought to you by Johnson & Sons Paving. He's headed off to Marshfield Motor Speedway and the Bev Ashton-Brenner Memorial Race. Here's what we have for you this week in the Groove with Bill Holland.
Hi, I'm Bill Holland in the Groove at Marshfield Motor Speedway. We're here for the annual Bev Ashton-Brenner Memorial, honoring a woman who was a big part of the racing community in these parts. This race means a lot to these racers and to this series. Tundra Series promoter Matt Pannier on the history of this event.
To be able to honor her and to be a part of this and knowing how important she was, not only to racers in the super late models, but in every division, she treated everyone the same. It's very, very special for us to be a part of this and to remember such a fantastic lady.
Former Tundra champion Justin Mondyke comes in as defending race champion, looking to become the first 3-time memorial winner.
She was just always so sweet and always just so considerate, always, one of your biggest fans, whether you won or whether you placed last place. So she was just always super supportive.
Past State Park Speedway champion Brock Heinrich is another driver who sees this race as a personal matter.
The Ashton-Brenner family has done a lot for racing over the last many years, and it really hurt when we lost Bev, and we feel for Brandon and Bob, who has now passed as well. We've really felt for them.
Wausau's Jeremy Lepak comes into Marshfield after a big Tundra win on Labor Day at Golden Sands, ending a long victory drought.
definitely had to pinch myself quite a few times in the last week. And I always preach to my wife, like, when you win those races, act like you've been there before. But it's really hard when you hadn't been there for 5 years.
Visitors include 7-time Slinger Speedway and 5-time Wisconsin International Raceway champ Lowell Bennett in his 50th year behind the wheel.
I've been around it my whole life since I was 3 years old. I got pictures of it being at the racetrack with my dad, and so it's kind of all I know is racing, and kind of hard to quit, to be honest with you.
Another veteran to watch, 3-time State Park Speedway champ M.G. Gajewski. He spent most of this year working on his son's race cars.
These two kids work hard in a shop all week long, and if it's their cars, my cars, if it's Brad's, Matt's car, we all do the same on every car. So we've been pretty fortunate, the three of us, to keep to the grindstone. And
no one's come farther to race at Marshfield than Clear Lake, Iowa's Cody King.
We're very blessed to have really good sponsors, and many guys out here just aren't as lucky as we are right now. And I mean, racing changes so quick. That's just the name of the game, So we're just taking the opportunity to race as much as we can while we can, and see what we can make happen from it.
In qualifying, Marshfield point leader Jared DeBoer is fastest, and he's looking forward to the 75-lap main event.
Pick up fast time and then carry speed into the feature, and all the way through it's going to be probably a pretty long 75 laps, would be my guess, but see how it shakes out.
We're coming to green in the Fast 5 dash. Travis Vollm in the 76 and Derek Van Driel in the 12 up front. Rockstar Brock Heinrich and John Beal right behind. Fast qualifier Jared DeBoer starting in the back. Travis Vollm has a lot of laps here at Marshfield, and he'll take the checkers in the dash with an eye on the feature.
All good competition, good drivers. I know typically what to expect from most of them, and it should be a good show, I'd imagine, and hopefully we can get it up front.
In the first heat, that's Jeff Weinferter out front in the 3 car. He's had a lot of success here at Marshfield over the years, in addition to 4 Central Wisconsin Racing Association titles. M.G. Gajewski right there in second, but it's Weinferter first to the flag.
The whole family's ran good here. Dad's got championships. My brother's got a bunch of them. I got quite a few, and now Derek's starting to run pretty good too, so seems like it's a family thing.
Second heat is Justin Mondyke out front in the 44, with former Wisconsin International Raceway champ Andy Monday second in the 10 car. Mondyke, owner of 8 track or series championships, takes the checkers on a night he doesn't miss out on.
We run a lot of big stuff, so there's other race places that we could be doing, but of course it's like we always like running at Marshfield and doing it for the Aschenbrenner family, so it's personal and just like the Kleber race, of course. So anytime you can win those big memorial races, it's always great. So hopefully we can get another one tonight.
In the 4-cylinder Bandit feature, that's former track champion Tom Lecker in the 12, coming back after a wreck in his heat race, battling with Amanda Rowe in the 14. They're chasing Austin Rauch in the 21 car, and Rauch is pulling away from the field. Coming to the checkers, he'll extend his lead in the points with a feature win.
I think I took the championship tonight with the feature win. I've had 3 fast times, and it's just ever since we got the car dialed in, it's just been rolling really good.
In the Extreme 4s, Phil Maloff in the 32 is trying to take second from his daughter, Anna Price, in the 64. Up front, Cameron Hill's been dominant in the modified 4-cylinders all season, and he's out front again. The point leader from nearby Arpin with a big lead on the field and another feature win.
It handles amazing in the corners. I got it completely dialed in. It's got power on the straightaways. It's everything that anybody would ever want in a race car, for sure.
No class is bringing more cars to Marshfield Motor Speedway this season than the Legends. That's veteran Russ Weiler up front at the start in the orange 81 car. A number of locals in the field, others making a pretty long haul to run here. And watch the 28. That is Carl Jeanette, making the move from 4th to 1st in one corner. Jeanette in a different ride than we saw him driving earlier in the season, but the result is the same. The second-generation racer out of Rangeline just up the road, winning the Legend feature.
Marshfield is my home track, and I just have a feel for the track, so it's always
always pretty good for me.
Coming to green in the main event, Jeremy Lepak in the 40 and two-time Golden Sands champ Wyatt Brooks in the 25 up front as the Bev Aschenbrenner Memorial feature is off to a fast start on the big half mile. Justin Mondyke started on the second row. He's gunning for a third win in this race and quickly makes the pass on Lepak for the lead. Mondyke, the 2022 Tundra champion, has had a lot of success here. So has former track champion John Beal, now up to second. And fast qualifier Jared DeBoer is up to third. Caution is out. Mequon's Randy Schuler going around on the backstretch. Coming to green on the restart. Justin Mondyke on the inside. Beal choosing the inside lane. DeBoer going up to the high side. We'll see if anyone has anything for the leader. And Jared DeBoer makes the pass for the lead. This is a big night for DeBoer, having the best season of his young career at the track his family owns. It's DeBoer, Mondyke, Beal, Brock Heinrich, Travis Boehm, and Derek Van Driel your leaders. Heat race winner Jeff Weinberger to the pit in the 3 car. Up front, DeBoer pulling away from Mondyke in the second spot and John Beal in third. After 75 laps, it's Jared DeBoer taking his first Touring Series win, the Tundra Super Late Model Bev Aschenbrenner Memorial at Marshfield.
Yeah, it's definitely a career win. We've been trying to get this thing for a long time and finally got one, and feels great. I don't know. Unreal. We got the championship, and then Bev. I think the last person to do it was Eugene Gregrich, so to follow a guy like that's pretty special, and friends with him, so everything means a lot.
Simply put, it's the biggest win of Jared DeBoer's career. And the way he's run here at Marshfield this year, maybe it shouldn't be that much of a surprise. I'm Bill Holland. Thanks for watching. Thanks to everyone who makes our program possible, including our sponsor, Johnson & Sons Paving. We'll see you next time we go in the groove on the Racing Roundup Show.
Hey, everybody. I'll break in for Bill Holland. Tracking it down, getting every series, division, every winner, every race. A lot of fun again. Thanks, Bill, for doing that. That was really cool. I was enthralled. I was drawn in, as I always am. Thank you.
As always, thanks for the opportunity. Big night for Jared DeBoer.
Yeah.
Mondyke is always good at Marshfield. John Beal is very good there.
Yeah.
And in a race with only one caution, Jared DeBoer, he had him covered.
Yeah.
A big win for that young man.
A lot more racing yet to come this fall. We talked to the drivers on this show about where they're headed to. We know there's a lot more racing yet to come. But when it comes to racing in Wisconsin, I guess we're kind of spoiled, aren't we?
We are.
There's a lot of racing yet to come this season. I know we talked about Oktoberfest. I'll be there. We talked about Halloween. I'll try to be there. We talked about there's World of Outlaws are racing at Angel Park Speedway on October 19th with the Badger Midgets. That's still coming up that I'm aware of. And then you obviously are very familiar with what's going on in central Wisconsin. There's some big races yet to come, Oktoberfest being one of them.
There are. And before Oktoberfest is the fall shootout this coming Saturday at Marshfield. And that is one event you really don't know what to expect. Because there are drivers who are going to say, I'm not going to risk wrecking my car days before Oktoberfest. There's other drivers who will say, the setup for Marshfield is pretty similar to the setup for La Crosse. Tom Reffner was the first driver who told me that. So last year at that fall shootout, Ty Fredrickson was there. Johnny Sauter was there. Mark Krause, Derek Krause's dad, was back in a race car. Huh. So I don't really know what to expect there next Saturday, but hopefully fans will turn out to see for themselves.
And I have a feeling we might see something about that on our show next Tuesday.
It's conceivable.
Maybe. We'll see how that plays out. How about a big hand for Bill Holland, everybody? Thank you, Bill. And while your hands are free, I want to say thank you to our friend Bobby Gutnecht in Oak Creek Automotive. How about a big hand for Bobby G? Thanks, Bobby. You learn from some of the drivers he's sponsoring here how much fun they have doing it. We couldn't do it without Bobby G on our show, nor could they do as much as they do around racing without Bobby's support. Support Oak Creek Automotive at South 27th and Drexel. I want to thank our friends at Benson Valley Bourbon for sponsoring our road shows for the entire season. Thank you, Russ Blakely and the entire team in Frankfort, Kentucky, to make a challenge saying, hey, we're coming to Wisconsin. Let's do it right. So thank you for Benson Valley Bourbon for sponsoring our road shows this year. We're going to have one more show. It's next week, Tuesday night, September 30th. Join us at Polly's Pub and Eatery, 81st and Greenfield, where we have one more time to celebrate with a bunch of great people. We got some really fun things to do, including giving away Oktoberfest 4-day tickets next Tuesday on the Racing Roundup Show. A lot of great guests lined up for you already. Check our Facebook page and socials to see what's happening between now and then. Until then, I'm Jim Trado. Set your DVR, support your local racing, and have at it, racers.
We hope you enjoyed tonight's show. Remember to tell your friends and watch our 30-minute TV show on Milwaukee's CW18 this Saturday morning at 11:30. Like our show on Facebook, follow and interact with us on X and Instagram at Racing Roundup. Join the racing crowd at our live show and win prizes. For our latest show schedule and to watch all of our shows on demand, visit our website, RacingRoundupShow.com. We are delivering fresh content every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central. Until next time, race fans, on behalf of our entire crew, this is Dean Strom reminding you to support your local racetracks, set your DVRs, have at it, racers,